ladies, and my word, have we got an absolute treat in store for you. It's our 19th birthday starting on Monday, and you know, birthday week, birthday 2 weeks, is the biggest event of the whole year by an absolute country mile. Now, I know I say this every year, okay, but the pressure on me and Leanne and the team to output bigger, better, more exciting product than we had the year before is immense. And we start planning for birthday week literally the week after. Well, it's not the week after, it's usually 2 weeks after. We have mega birthday week, then we're all dying and we all need a bit of a holiday for a few days. And then we go straight into, okay, what did everyone love? What can we do better? What should we do for next year? What are our hottest products that we're developing at the moment? What do we fast forward? What do we get ready? And I'm going to tell you now, this birthday week is absolutely immense. And I don't need you to believe me. I need you to stay tuned for the next 3 hours and you can see for yourself. We have some absolutely phenomenal product. So here's the drill, here's what we're going to do. You are all going to download the booklet, right? Just like when we're doing an HSN preview. We've never done this before for our own birthday, but there is so much in birthday and I wanted you all to know exactly what everything was, when it was all going to be launching, how it was going to be launching. So if you download the booklet, we have done a booklet just for birthday. It contains everything you need to know and all the amazing samples, okay? And it'll tell you what's on what day and when you need to watch the shows, right? Then you're going to stay tuned for the next 3 hours. I am going to run around like an absolute loon, and for every launch I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing, what's in it, what you need to know, demonstrate how it works, answer any questions. You're going to absolutely love it. And of course my glamorous, very glamorous assistant is going to sit here and chit chat with you all. Yep. I mean, it's a good life if you're a glamorous assistant, isn't it?
I love being your glamorous assistant. Do you know what, though? I'm so excited about this. Have I not been saying it all week, everybody? I just want birthday to be here. I've enjoyed this week, but it's just like waiting for Christmas, isn't it?
No, and the thing is, you all know when it's coming. Everybody is sitting there waiting. We used to have a week for birthday, and it's just got longer and longer as time's gone on. We are doing some extra special... We haven't told them what the extra special thing that's happening next week, have we? They don't know.
No, we can't say too much.
Okay, you're going to have to wait till Monday morning to find out what the extra special thing that we've never done before in birthday for some of our customers is being done this year. That is extra special. That is absolutely phenomenal. You're going to have to tune in on Monday morning to find that out. It is epic and you will need to know, and you are going to love us more than you have ever loved us in 19 years. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, you are right. And if I think you're talking about the thing that I think you're talking about, there are details about it in the booklet. So some people might know if it's the thing I think you're talking about. But there's so many things that we haven't done before, I don't know what exactly you're talking about.
Trust me, when I tell you birthday is going to be
It's going to be amazing.
Right? And if you've downloaded the booklet, you'll know what's going on because it's Vegas, baby!
Yes!
It's Vegas, baby! Yes, it is! And we are, the feather boas are coming out.
Look at you.
You're getting all of your, you're going to have the frills, the tassels. It's all absolutely, there we are! I promise, Ben, I am going to calm my beans.
You've got 3 hours.
I promise. I don't know that I am going to calm my beans because this is what we're talking about. I mean, look at what we've got planned. This is absolutely off the bloomin' charts, Ben. There you go. That's everything you need to know every day. What's launching? Who's doing the launches? What's going on? What do you need to know? What time are the shows? Look at you, looking all sexy there at 4 p.m. on Sunday, Ben.
I wonder what I could be dressed as there, Sara. What's going on?
I love it. Right, I'm going to be in my end of the studio. You stay in your end of the studio. I'm just going to craft up a storm for the next 3 hours, Ben. You keep them right.
I absolutely will, and I know the majority of you have already got that booklet. If you haven't, as we said, it's all over our socials. I've shared it again today. It's on my Insta, it's on my Facebook, it's on our pages. I will keep you right, though, as we go through the show. I've got all the information for everything. I know when everything is launching, so if you need a bit of a recap, if it's an 86-page booklet, isn't it? So there's lots to kind of take in. I will keep you right, but the best thing you can do is download that and to see all the details in there. And like Sara said, you'll see all of the launch days, you'll see all of the product, you will see all of the links to where the items are going to be on the website as well. And there's a few other little sneaky bits and pieces in there, information, which we won't chat too much about on this show, but things that are going to be happening next week that Sara's alluded to, there's hints in the booklet. So download it and you'll find out lots more. What I will also say in this show, I'm here to keep you right. As Sara said, I'm here to read out your comments. I'm here to join in with the excitement with you guys and also fire any questions that you might have. I am also here to give away £150 or dollars worth of vouchers for you to spend with us. How do you win that, I hear you cry? You just need to comment along. You need to get involved. It's super busy and I'm super pumped for this. I've been waiting for this day, been waiting for this big preview event, so let's make the most of it. Speak to me, speak to Sara, get involved. What you're waiting for, what you're looking forward to the most, what's going on your shopping list. Let's get the excitement bubbling up here, and the more you comment, the more you chat with us, the more chances you've got of winning, and we'll announce that winner at the end of this mammoth 3-hour show. But like I said, you need to stick with us if you can for the whole show, because there's so much to go through and you want the heads up on everything, and this is your first chance to have a really good rifle through all of these amazing new products. And as Sara has mentioned, we are all about Vegas, baby! Vegas, baby! And on Monday, you're going to want to be here when Sara and I launch the main event. We've got 2 fantastic shows with the launch of the collection that everyone is going to want to get their hands on. The collection that we are so super excited about. It is the Vintage Vegas, Sara.
Vintage Vegas, my word, you are going to love Vintage Vegas. Now, let me give you a bit of a feel for what we are going to be making with Vintage Vegas. Then I will show you everything that's in the kit, okay? So, we are talking about everything. The iconic signs, the fruit machines that you've got. Can I just say, the Vegas skyline. I mean, come on, look at that, the Vegas skyline. Look at the papers that we've got. Look at the showgirls. I mean, it really is Viva Las Vegas. Now look at this. Just think of everything that you would think when you think Vegas, and everything is in this collection. Now, you're talking about brilliant birthday cards in here. You could be talking about wedding cards for people. We could be thinking about, do you know the blokes that are really difficult to do cards for? These would be perfect. I mean, come on, look at that. This is an embossing folder, right? We've got embossing folders. Oh, there's another incredible one with the Vegas skyline. Our design team have had an absolute field day with the samples for this range. They are honestly knock your socks off, completely off the chart, okay? So these are just some of the things you're going to be making with it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through everything that's in the...
Sorry very much. That's a very good impression, Sara.
I can't do it like Ben can do it, but you get the idea, guys. You get the idea. There is so much incredible stuff in this range, and this is why the whole of birthday is Vegas themed, because we are kicking off with our massive Sara signature launch. You know when I do it's like one of my big signature collections, but it's its own thing. It's not just a Sara signature, it's a complete Vegas signature of its own go, right? So here's everything you know. Here's what's in the collection. Now, the 12x12 paper pad is absolutely off the chart, right? Double-sided, of course it would be double-sided, but I want you just to see the pages that we're talking about, right? There is so much going on in every page. These have all been designed in what we call quadrants, so that they're going to work if you're just using quarter of the page for your 6x6 cards. They're going to really work if you're doing scrapbooking with these. You're going to be able to do your envelopes with them. You're going to be able to do your background pieces. There are so many elements in each one of these, but it's that kind of grungy type feel to it, okay? That is your 12x12. We also have in the range a 6x6 on here as well. And I wanted you to see the papers are not exactly the same. They are what is appropriate to be on a 6x6 now, right? So you're getting the same sort of grungy artwork. When I say grungy, it's got that, well, I think grungy is the word really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's that real grungy feel to it, right? So those are the paper pads, right? Now, as well as the paper pads, you know we always do this. There's a linen cardstock set. And if I just show you, these are the colours in the linen cardstock. They are the exact tones that are going to work beautifully well with that 12x12 pad. And it is a muted colour palette. So I want you to understand, you do need the muted within the colour palette for that to work really, really well. You don't want a bright red, wouldn't coordinate. That will coordinate beautifully, right? Now, let me show you. transfers.
Oh, yes.
Foil transfers, and instead of just me showing you in there, let me get the actual transfers. And this is the, oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Now, it's all the same iconography that you are going to see all the way through the set. And you just,
wow.
You might be wanting a couple of sets of the foil transfers,
Yes.
because look at these. They are absolutely incredible. Now, there's 6 designs, 12 sheets of transfers, so you're getting 2 of each one, and also 12 sheets of the foils, right? So you're getting 12 sheets in total, 2 of each one, but trust me, they are mesmerising, right? So those are your foil transfers. Then you saw on the samples, we had 2 incredible embossing folders.
Wow.
Those are the 2 embossing folders. They are sculpted in the way they are made up, right? You also saw, where was our guy? Here he was.
I'm not going to get more of that.
The king, there is the king, right? So can you just see, you've got all, and you lay these pieces up, and can you see when I got this one here? His jacket's being cut out of different bits. That is all the different layers that you are going to build up with different dyes, okay? So you've got the king, right? Then we've got the cocktail. So it's called Cocktail Hour, this one, right? Let me see if I can find you some. Do you know, I've got so many samples here.
So much stuff in this collection,
here we
isn't
go.
there?
Right, I've got loads of samples for these, you can see. So, can you see?
Oh, cool.
It's going to be, I love these type of cards, aren't they fancy, right? So there are your 3 different cocktails. But our design team have had an absolute field day with these. Just an absolute field day putting all these together. So there are the cocktails that you've got, right? It wouldn't be Vegas without the wedding chapel.
No.
So you are going to get that gorgeous wedding chapel in there as well, right?
That's pretty.
We've then got your fruit machine. So you saw loads of samples with the fruit machine on there, and all that. You can pop your 777 or whatever it is, 20 bits, right? The skyline is a brilliant one, and can you see that skyline on a card?
Incredible.
Iconic when it comes to your Vegas look and feel, right? You're also going to use the stamps and dies. So can you see your stamps and dies where you are seeing on there, and they stamp beautifully. Look at this. So there's your pack of cards. You've also got all of your chips on here. So all of these pieces, there's all of your stamps and dies there. You've got the iconic stamps that you're going to need to go with Vegas. You've got the car as the stamp and die. You saw loads of them fabulous samples with the car on there as well. You've got your lovely, what do you call these, Ben?
Showgirls.
Showgirls. I was going to call them flapper girls, but they're not flapping, are they?
No.
That's the 20s, isn't it?
Showgirls.
There's your showgirls, right? So we've got our showgirls in there. Hello. Looking amazing. There she is, right? There's your showgirl. There's, oh, look at this one. That's the showgirl with the 3D embossing folder in the background. Then you've got that lovely Viva Las Vegas sign. And then, I'm going to get ready and do you a demo with this in a second, the big Las Vegas, Nevada sign with the gem. So this here comes in a pack where you are going to get, I'm trying to see if I can see it under here. No, of all the ones, that is the one thing I cannot see. Because I've got it open.
Of course you have.
Because I've got it open, ready to go, right? So this one is when you are getting in here a pot of the gems, right? You are getting the dies, you're getting the stamps, and then you know when we do our gems, you've got the gem applicator stencil, and there it is, the Las Vegas gem applicator stencil as well.
Okay.
So give me a second, I'm going to get ready and do this on a demo with you in a second, but that is everything in the range.
It's so good, isn't it? Monday coming, it launches with us, UK time midday, so 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. All the details you need are in the booklet. The comments are off the chart. My goodness me. Let me just read a few. Thank you. Keep commenting. I can't promise I'm going to read them all, but the more you comment, more chances you've got of winning. This collection, says Mary Pat, is perfect for scrapbooking those Las Vegas trips. My niece is there this weekend to celebrate her 21st birthday. Sue King says, good afternoon, Sara and Ben. Vintage Vegas collection looks great. We've been to Las Vegas twice on our USA tours. It's one of those iconic places, isn't it? If you're going to the States, you've got to try and get to Vegas, baby. What a great collection, says Trish Lestelle. I love the Vegas sign. It's just so on point, isn't it? It's so on point. Amazing Vegas collection, says Hadassah. Alison says, my sister lives in Vegas and I love playing the slot machines. Lorraine says, Vegas, what a great theme. The colours, says Stephanie, so vibrant. Bring on the fun. And Sandra Peake says, I love that Vegas embossing folder. There's so much to love. If you go to the booklet as well, you will see all of the individual items laid out for you. You can click onto them, see them on our website, and you can see the individual prices too, which is brilliant. This is a cool set. Very different, says Linda. I thought Paris or New York, said Donna, but Vegas is an awesome theme. And Cindy Condy says, my brother got married in Vegas in the medieval Excalibur Hotel by a wizard. The most bizarre wedding I've ever been to. Well, I tell you what, from one wizard to a crafty wizard, the other side of the studio, we're going to have a look at this in action with something else new as well over there, Sarah, isn't there?
Yes, I've got something else new to share with you, and that is our brand new 8x8 stamping platform, which is also launching during birthday. Now, it's quite a few improvements from our other stamping platform. First of all, you'll notice this is made of we've basically built in all your feedback, much thicker acrylic on the top. And instead of having 8 points of contact, we've improved the springs in the corners so that you've got just the 4 springs, and that will allow you to pop all these down. Now, instead of this being magnetized, this is actually sticky. So this is the first time I'm showing you this new one, so let me just show you. You've got your base on here. This is your sticky plate. So when you first get this, what I want you to do is take the sticky off the top, okay? You can also take the sticky sheet off the bottom, so you're left with just this amazing stick, all right? So we take the 2 sheets off. This goes back into the base like this and will stick down. And that is now sticky, which will mean that when you do want to stamp, it's going to hold your stamp in place. So can you see, if I put this down now, that isn't going to move. So instead of having to hold it with magnets, you're just holding it in place.
Clever.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp out the Las Vegas sign. So I come and take the Las Vegas sign. I'm going to take this off. So as you would with the regular stamping platform, it goes in the middle. That's where we want it to stamp. I'm going to pop that down, pick it up, and we'll come and stamp first of all, and I'm going to stamp it in the yellow. So I'm just using the quick dry inks, lemon tonic, and I'm going to take that yellow to the ink, to the stamp like this, right? And then turn that round, and that will give me a lovely base stamp, right? Nice and colourful. Right?
Yes.
Then what I'm going to do is I want to do Nevada and whatnot, and I'm going to do them in the blue. So when we are doing and inking up just parts of this, watch, I can take the ink onto here and I can just put the ink just where I want it. So I just want the Nevada, right?
Yeah.
And I can go to Fabulous, right? And then actually, look, I don't want this ink on here, so I can just make sure that's all off and make sure that's well inked up. And the beauty of it is, if you stamp it down and you're not happy with where it's stamped, remember, you can just go over it again. So now I can turn this over, stamp it a second time, into Fabulous Nevada will come out in the next colour.
Brilliant.
Right? Then I can come and take, what was next, the Vegas stamp. So we've got Las Vegas. I'm going to pop Las Vegas across the middle here. Just see where you want that to land in. And I'm going quite happy with it going there. I'm going to pop that down. Pick this up. Now I'm going to go in with the red. I love it when we get time to demo like this and really show this in detail. These, by the way, are all of our quick dry ink pads that I'm stamping with, right? So I'm going to take that down and I'm going to stamp down the Las Vegas. Now, that looks a little bit grainy. So the beauty of the stamping platform is you can go back in, you can just re-ink, put plenty of ink on there. Just going to make sure that I don't get any of this excess on. Pop this down, do a second stamp. Now I'm happy with how that's looking.
Brilliant.
I mean that, I'm sorry guys, but that looks the bomb.com.
Does.
Right? And then you see this lifts up because that's sticky. That's the beauty. So that is the new stamping platform. Now, what I'm going to do is show you, obviously the stamp is just one part of that whole set. So in the set, Ben, you've got the stamp, right? You've then also got the die cut, so we can go around the outside and die cut it. So I'll do that really quickly. Let me get myself a little bit of tape. And if I take that, hold the tape over there like that, I'm going to stick that through. I mean, I can barely get to me Gemini. I can also not see where I've put my Gemini plates. Where, if you were Sara and you put the Gemini plates
Where would they be?
Where would you put them? If you were Sara...
I tell you what, whilst you look... Oh, you've got them. You've got them.
Oh, I love how lovely Jamie was covering me there, and he didn't even come in there. And he didn't cut to us on the wide, showing that I'd got it completely wrong. Right, so that goes down. Let's make the sandwich. And then let's fish... Oh, I'm put my Gemini back to front. Let's just
this is
fish
brilliant.
Oh, my word, look how much clobber I've got.
What a mess,
going.
Mrs.
Yeah, and I'm here for 3 hours, guys, right? So
you won't be able to see her by the end of the show.
Right, so stamping first.
Yeah.
And obviously use your quick dry dyeings if you want to do the layered stamping. Now I've got that lovely welcome to Las Vegas. Let me just make sure I don't lose all of this stuff. You can go on there and be nice and organised. Right, here we go. Remember, we now do these, so that you can do all of your gems perfect, right? So what you're going to do is you're just going to give this a little bit of a spray to hold it in place, right? So all I'm going to do, tiny
Little waft.
little bit of a waft around the outside, right? I'm going to put that down there like that. Are you in the right place? Oh, not quite exactly. But if I do this, I'm just going to keep talking to my craft project here, Ben. It's this is what birthday will do to you, isn't it?
Well, whilst you're just lining that up, have you done it? Oh, you've done it.
It's all right. You can talk. Oh. So all I'm going to do, just so you can see, watch.
Yeah.
Is I'm going to take a few of the little gems. Open this for them for the first time. Let's have a little look, and I'm going to.
Have you got an unopened pot? Hang on.
Yeah,
see if
I've
you
got
can...
an unopened pot.
I tell you what, whilst we're sorting that out, loads of people commenting about the stamping platform. You guys loving the look of this. Got a couple of questions which we'll fire to Sara in just a second, but loads of you are saying how you need to get this collection. It's just, I think, hit a spot with so many people. Friend's daughter getting married in Vegas next month, says Karen Smith. I must get this fantastic collection. What a way to start off the birthday celebration, says Jerry Johnson. And Alison is in with us as well. A few people asking about the new stickiness to this platform. Will we have to wash this eventually, or what, if we get any ink on it?
The good thing with the stickiness is it's not, I mean, the one I've got at home that I've been using has got ink all over and bits and pieces and whatnot, and it just wipes down.
Oh, cool.
So it's not like an adhesive sticky, it just wipes down. So what's the other product that we have like that? There's another one that we have that's the same. It's claggy, it's not glue sticky. It's like a grip.
Yeah.
You know, grip stuff.
Okay.
So hopefully that makes sense.
Excellent.
Okay, right. Demoing on this. So I'm just going to use the regular adhesive that we have for the gems. And if I just put a couple of little dots and dabs in here, right? And then I'm going to just show you how we're using the this. I'm going to use our applicator, and I can just pick up the yellow around the outside. So you're just going to go in and you're going to add those lovely, oh, you want you the other way up. Look how easy it is to apply gems nowadays.
With the picky up, what does Debbie call it? Picky up, pokey down tool.
Picky up, put you down tool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great
It's an accurate description. But it helps so much, doesn't it? Particularly people perhaps who, got dexterity issues maybe, find it a bit fiddly with tweezers. This is an easy way to do it. I mean, look at you rattling through this, Sara. I'm
absolutely rattling through it. And if you had to do that Las Vegas sign without this, I tell you what, life's too short, guys. No offence, but life is just too short. We just wouldn't be bothering, right? Whereas this here, you can see, and obviously you're going to leave them to dry. You put you down there. Are you all in place? Now you are going to leave yours to dry before you peel this off, but I want you to see the idea of how this is going to work. There you go. And that has popped all of them gems in there. And in the same way that we've done that one, you would then have the Las Vegas, right? The Las Vegas sign comes over the top like this. So we pop Las Vegas on there. And let me just do the L, for example, right? Little spots, L and A, right? There we go. And then again, you're just coming in and you're picking these up and popping them all into place. And it is just so quick and so easy, but so much fun. You know, diamond painting is absolutely massive,
on trend, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, that's brilliant if you want to do diamond paintings. not everybody wants to do a whole diamond painting, but maybe you want to put some diamonds, some gems like this,
yes,
onto a lot of your projects. Well, look how easy it is to do this, just putting a few gems on here like this now. I mean, it's taken me, Ben, seconds to do this.
Well, absolutely.
And how
I mean,
fabulous does that look?
flown through it. And as I say, the good thing is it looks like you're having fun rather than it being a faff. We've made it really easy.
Exactly that. Watch this. So once we're down, we just lift that up and it's going to
so
put my
good.
Las Vegas exactly in place. And once you've done the whole thing, that is what we're talking. So look at this on here. If I just show that to the, look at that, right? And then all you need to do with that, oh, he's coming right in for the close, is it's going to go on the front of one of your cards, because of course you've got all these extra little bits.
Yes.
That is just a little piece of the paper from the background. How incredible is that, right? That is your Vegas collection. You've seen some of the gorgeous samples. You've seen everything that's in it. I was desperate to show you this one here. It's just brilliant, isn't it?
Wow, I mean, what more can you say? It's absolutely torn up the internet, this. The comments are off the chart, and this is going to fly. You need to be here Monday, midday UK time, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. You gotta be in early because Vegas is going to go, go, go. Lots of chat about that stamping platform as well. A lot of people saying that they're going to kind of upgrade from the previous one and potentially, pass it on to other crafters like Beth says. I've just given the old one to my granddaughter when I buy the new and improved. Mimi Joy says the Las Vegas sign looks great. It's only one component of an amazing collection. The new stamping platform going to be a complete game changer, says Ness Stewart. CC brings us so many innovative products, says Sue. Mary Pat says I have hundreds of Las Vegas pictures for scrapbooking, so I definitely need this collection. And Wanda says I'm sold with the first demo Monday. You're with us for the launch, the big launch, and there'll be plenty more besides. Let us know if you're picking that one up in the comments. The more you comment, the more chance you've got of winning our prize of 150 to spend with us here at Crafters Companion. We've also got launching on Monday in the 5 o'clock show, brand new storage. And if you want to be able to store your crafty goodies, but also at the same time have your craft room looking at absolute business, then you've got to pick up this storage collection. It is absolutely gorgeous. You are going to get within this set 5 boxes. It's got that really beautiful chic floral design. And what's so great about this, it looks so good, but it also serves a purpose as well. Now, this one is your 12-inch filing box. As you can see, beautiful florals all the way around. Nice, solid construction to it as well. And if I open this up, and just show you on the inside here, you are going to be receiving all of your plastic wallets on the inside as well. You get 10 in total. So it's a great way to be able to file your A4 papers, your US letter size as well. You can file in there. And as I say, all of those dividers are included. I love the fact too that you've got the little spots and dots design on the inside of that box. So that's the first component of the boxes that you're going to be receiving, your 12-inch filing box. Next up, got to show you this, again, in the matching design, is your 3-drawer storage. Absolutely love it. Again, if I flip this around, you can see all the beautiful sort of chic floral designs that you get all the way around the box. And then you've got your 3 drawers. Beautiful blue ribbon tassel to open those up. And as you can see, you've got the beautiful polka dot design on the inside. Now, we've stored in here various bits and pieces. So we put in some of our red liner tape, foam tape, but actually the size here is absolutely perfect for storing your 8x8 papers. So, if you want to store your 8x8 papers in here, you absolutely can do. We've popped into our second drawer here some of our adhesives, so it fits in, the bottles perfectly, fits in your tape pens absolutely perfectly. And then the third drawer down, again, just to show you, you can pop in your ink pads if you want, but potentially you might keep some of these for craft. You might decide that this might be a nice way to keep some of your jewellery. However you want to do it, it's a really, really lovely storage system, and it looks the business. And you've then got 3 paper boxes. So the next one here is your 12x12 paper box. So as you can see, a great way to be able to store your 12x12 pads. We've got in there 3 of our pads already, and if I just tilt that forward and show you, you can see that you've got tons more room in there to be storing much more than just the 3 pads that we've got there. So as a great way to store your pads and save space, this is brilliant, but also it's going to look the absolute business, isn't it, in your craft room as well. The other 2 sizes we've got for you, this one here is your 6x9 paper box. Again, we've got like A4 size cardstock in there. This one will hold up to 500 sheets of paper for you as well. So a bit of a game changer, maybe if you've got sort of offcuts or scraps or bits and pieces of collections that, you know what, you want to make sure that you sort of store them correctly. You don't want to get them all dogged, then that is a great way to be able to do it. And then last, but by no means least with this collection, is your 6x6 box. And once again, a great way to store all of those papers that you have bought recently and indeed potentially are going to buy over the course of the next 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our paper pads already in there. So again, you can see it's going to hold a lot of your 6x6 papers in there. Absolutely no problem at all. It serves a real purpose, this, doesn't it? Because it helps you get organised. We've obviously been talking a lot about organisation this week in our Craft Your Stash shows. Now, obviously, Debbie went into great detail about organisation, but this is a great way to be able to store all of those crafty bits and pieces, your papers, your embellishments, your card, your ink pads, but also for your craft room to look like absolute business as well. This is going to come to you as a bundle, but then you'll be able to get all the other bits and pieces individually too. So if you decide that you need more of a particular size, then you'll be able to jump in. Check the booklet. All the details are there for you. You can see it in more detail for you as well. And as I've mentioned, this is coming to you on Monday in our 5 o'clock show. So that is midday if you're Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. We will come back very shortly indeed with more of your comments and plenty more to show you too. But there's something else that you might need to know about as birthday approaches. Have a look at this. Your opportunity to sign up for all of our 19th birthday news and offers. Get yourself to the website. And you can click into our booklet. I know most of you have probably got this already, but within that, everything that you need to know as far as the birthday offerings are concerned, just underneath, you can sign up for all of our 19th birthday news and offers. Listed there, all of our products that you can click on to get information about, to get notifications about. Really, really simple. Just click on what you want to know more about, fill in your name, fill in your email, and sign up now. So excited. I can't tell you how excited I am. As I said, I never wish time away, and I always love my days here at Crafters TV, but I just want this week to be done now. We need to get to next week. I'm so pleased that we're in this show, though. If you have just joined us, we started early. I told you, but we're here for the next 2.5 hours. We're all about counting down to birthday this Monday. If you haven't yet got your booklet, make sure you download it. We'll flash up the details through the show, but basically wherever you go on our socials, you'll see the link to be able to do it. It's got all the details that you need. You'll be able to see everything in there as well, and a few little sneaky sort of secrets in there too, which you can read all about. Details at the bottom of your screen here. Loads of people going crazy for Vegas. Loads of people going crazy for that storage as well. I love the new designs on the new boxes, says Sue. The storage is so cute, says Donna Yam, and your craft room, says Lorraine Horner, will look so pretty. Sandy says, yes, storage bundle, yes. And Shadai says, hurry along Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Hello Monday, are you out there? It's not too long, guys. And I tell you what, something which you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for, which is arriving here on Tuesday, is our letterpress. It is something a little bit, well, I say a little bit, very brand new, something which potentially you might not have seen the like of before. And if you are a Gemini owner, if you've got the GT, the Junior or the Gemini, this is absolutely something that you are going to want to get your hands on. I know our Debbie Fisher has been saying this week, hasn't she, just how super excited she is about this. Wait till you see the excitement from Sara, because this is a real game changer, Sara, isn't it?
The new letterpress, okay? Now, for those of you that don't know, letterpress, let me just show you on here, is this technique. It is the technique of stamping, but stamping with a slight deboss, okay? So you'll hear us use the term letterpress quite frequently, but this is precision stamping with a metal stamp. It's not like a normal acrylic stamp that you see. The stamp is metal and it goes through your Gemini machine so that you can get this beautiful clear application, and it debosses the ink, debosses the design and puts the ink into there, okay? So that is the technique of letterpressing. This is if you use the letterpressing but use it with the foil. So those of you who have our foil press machine, you can use it's the same sort of technology, slightly different but the same sort of technology. This is what we're talking about in terms of getting perfect stamped pieces and beautifully perfect stamped images, okay? Now, this is the box. This is what is coming in that box, okay? So I thought we'd do an unboxing live with you, right?
Yes.
Now, when I open this off, right? When I open this up, here is everything that is in the kit that you need to get yourself started. So, this here, obviously your instruction guide, this is the letterpress. So you can see it's hinged at the top. It's a precision application. This base is removable, but it is magnetised. So you're going to be able to hold all of your stamp dies in place.
Yes.
Right? Now, you've also got an extra shim in there. So you've got your shim in here. This is if you want to really deep emboss onto deeper paper. Your shims go underneath, right? I like to keep my shim in just to get a nice deep emboss, okay? These are the first few of the metal stamps. Anyone who hasn't seen letterpressing before, let me show you, but can you see? Because this is magnetised. It's going to hold it in place. Yep. So it magnetises to there, which means you can position all of your pieces down wherever you want. And then, now you can stamp onto any type of surface, but you get this beautiful finish when you use a cotton paper.
Okay.
So what we've done is the cotton paper is it's the nice, really expensive stuff that wedding invites are made onto, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, we're going to stamp onto cotton paper so that you can see the difference. If you do like the cotton paper, we do extras of the cotton paper. We do little 24 sheet packs, and these are in your 4.25 by 5.5, okay? Now, bear in mind, this letterpress is designed to work with any of our Geminis.
Yes.
So whether you've got the Gemini, whether you've got the Gemini Junior, whether you've got the Gemini 2, it's going to work with all of those machines, okay? Any of our electronic Gemini machines, this will work with a treat, okay? So, we've got these. You also get the letterpress ink pad, and you get the tape. So it's just some low-tack tape, okay? And this is just a dye-based ink pad, so it's a special non-smear watercolor, waterproof dye, okay? Now, can you see, if I take these off, you've got on the base, you've got your 5x7, your 4x6, your A2 size, and your 5x5 based out. Now, the cotton paper that comes in is all A2 size. So can you see we've got our A2 markings, and that is going to put it down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep this to do an A2 card base. So I'm going to take a little bit of tape, hold that little bit of tape in place at the bottom so that we can do our A2 card, right? Now, on that A2 base, I'm going to place my letterpress down. Let's have a little look. Which way up did I want to do this? Yes, I think I want this one at the top. And I'm going to take my, because bear in mind it's going to be back to front. I'm going to put hello friend down the bottom. There's my A2 down there. You'll come across here like this. Oh, you're going right, crikey, we've got loads of room up here. Right, A2 there, A2 down here. Right, all positioned in place beautifully.
Yes.
We're happy so far, right? I'm going to take my dye-based ink pad now. This is where it's different to usual, right? So usually when we stamp, we go tap, 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 right? What we're going to do is go rub, rub, rub.
Okay.
Right? So you might want to show me in the front from this so everybody can see I'm doing it, right? So close up, I'm just doing little rubs all over.
Is that just a light pressure you're applying there?
A very, very light press. Now, if you want to
Okay.
just make sure, you can always go tap, tap, rub, tap, tap, rub, right? Tap, tap, rub. Just make sure, tap, tap, rub, right? So I'm just making sure that's nice and covered, right? Now, bear in mind, because we've used the double side, the little low-tack tape, I'm positioning that down. I'm putting my lid down, right? And I'm going through the Gemini. Any Gemini will do. Any Gemini will do.
There's
That's
a
not
song
a good
there.
song. Yeah, it's not a good one. And Gemini, Gemini Junior, Gemini 2,
Okay.
no problem. It won't go through the MIDI. It's too big for your MIDI, right? But it's made to go through your electronic Geminis. Now, when I lift this off, you can see that beauty. Now, I'm going to show you that to the close-up because I feel like you need to see the beautiful debossing that we've got in there. It is every time it will be a perfect stamp. I think you can kind of see through a little bit there. Yeah, you can. So you can see, oh, he's right in for a close-up there. You can see how we haven't damaged the back of the paper, but you can see it's debossed.
Yes.
It's almost, you've got to touch these. You know when they do wedding stationery?
Yeah.
This is the technique and effect that they use when they're stamping wedding stationery, okay? Now all I've done from here with this one is used a beautiful glitter paint.
Wow,
Wouldn't it
yes.
be fabulous if we had a glitter paint?
Oh,
that we
if
could
only.
use? Watch this space. You will find out more in a little while, right? So glitter paint. And then all I've done is applied that onto a little bit of black card, right? And then we have some absolutely to die for new marble effect papers coming up, right? And when you just line all them on the top, you are going to get this sort of effect like this. How fabulous
stunning.
is that? Right, now what I will tell you, sorry, I was so wrapped up in my own little world there. What I will tell you is you are going to want other colours of ink pads, right? So we will be launching other letterpress ink pads. So you've got in here your forest green dye-based, your regal purple dye-based, and then there's your larger one of your jet black. So if you're just going for the letterpress, you get the little version one in with that, right? But we do the bigger one, and we do them in a beautiful purple and a green. And as you would expect, we have loads and loads of different beautiful stamps. Now I'm going to get ready for another demo, Ben, show you the alphabets that we've got, which are delightful. But there's the alphabet, and there's also loads of other beautiful florals in there as well.
Well, again, the comments are off the chart. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you watching. If you have just joined, comment along. The more you comment, the more chance you've got of winning. We're giving away £150 or dollars at the end of this show for someone to spend with us. Kimberly Fisher says, this sounds fascinating, especially if I can use it with my foil press. Yes. Daphne says this is on my list. I feel like a lot of people are going to have long lists, aren't they, over the course of the birthday event. Great thing is, if you haven't got it yet, our 86-page booklet, download it, everything that you need to know in there and more. Sean says, I'm getting married, and this will be perfect. Ooh, what?
Ben, I need to interrupt you.
Oh.
The boss is in Croatia, but she's watching.
Oh.
I'm watching. This is Chivs.
Oh.
Discuss the depression is so textured. That's me told.
Oh.
And also can archive finer lines accurately in more detail than stamping ever could.
Oh.
Yeah, she's still typing as well.
Oh.
So
Should we wait and see what else she's saying?
Professional manufacturer's results at home.
There.
So if Chivs was here,
yes,
she'd be saying you can get professional results just like the manufacturers did at home. And you can archive the finer lines accurately with more detail than stamping ever could. Do you know what? You just need her in the building to show you. I'm just the warm-up act, right? I didn't get this launch. Chivs is in herself to do this big launch. This is on Tuesday, guys. Yeah. I'm launching Vegas on Monday, and then Chivs is in on Tuesday to do the letterpress launch. She's the queen of all of this. Nobody could demo it and show you it like she could, so you need to mark your calendars. You need to be here on Monday because you can't miss my Vegas show. You need to be here on Tuesday because you can't miss Chivs' big letterpress launch.
Yeah, and then you need to be here on Wednesday as well. And I'll tell you why in just a few moments' time. But yeah, absolutely, you need to be here for that. Just saying, Sharma said, I'm getting married and this will be perfect for my wedding invites. Colleen says, I've been waiting to see this. I'm watching now. Want to see what this does and how this works. Rose says, I've never seen a letterpress demonstration. This is brilliant, you say. Sarah Leahy, hello, Sarah, says, amazing. I definitely want this now after seeing how to use it. And Anne says, as Leanne would say, I predict a riot for this. It's going to be busy. The first 2 days are going to be off the chart, and it honestly, it's going to get better over the course of the 2 weeks. Love the letterpress, says Donna Yam. A whole new way to craft. Sarah says, I'm super excited now to get this. And Runswick Mo says, wow, I didn't think you could amaze me again, but you absolutely have. I must have this. Loads of you just commenting about the letterpress. Whitney's excited, Rebecca's excited, Kirsty D excited too. Keep the comments coming through. It's lovely to have you all here with us. And as I said, within the booklet, not only will you see more examples and more explanation of the various products, but you'll also be able to see all of the days and times these items are launching. So you'll be able to mark your calendars. You know, it'd be brilliant if you can sit and watch every show with us over the course of the 2 weeks. But if there's particular things that you're looking out for, you can make sure that you're here for those live shows, or indeed know when they are, so you can come and watch them back. Wherever you're watching us right now, you should be able to find the booklet if you haven't already got it. But there's more to the letterpress, Sarah. Show us what else we're going to get.
There is now. You've seen the demonstration of the letterpress. That is everything that comes in the box. So in the box, you get that first beautiful floral, which are all hand-drawn floral images. And in fact, let me just show you it. Here it is, right? So you've got that gorgeous hand-drawn floral, and then you've got those two beautiful stamps. They come along with the black ink pad, right? So that's what's coming in the set. You do get one pack of that cotton paper. You do get one little roll of the low-tack tape, right? Then in addition to that one, these are the other beautiful stamps that we have, right? So you've got other gorgeous florals where you are going to totally benefit from having that really, really gorgeous deep emboss, right? So these are the extra florals that we've got in that set. There are 5 beautiful hand-drawn florals, the big ones and the little mini ones, right? And then you've also got these sets here where you've got the stamps and dies in there. Aren't they absolutely incredible, right? And I want you to see just how these look when they put down. I mean, look at those. And that's with that forest green ink pad. We've also got these with love, always and forever on hugs, and then just a note on there as well. And then I can show you when you use those, that's how they are going to come together with some of the gorgeous stamps. And then you've also got the lovely thank you on there.
Very pretty.
And then the thank you is going to come together like that, right? And the 3 ink pad colours I was showing you. Now, bear in mind, this is a special ink. It's a dye-based ink, but it's a special ink that's designed to work alongside those, for it to go onto the metal, right? So you know our ink pads now. You get that in the forest green. We've got that lovely deep regal purple, and then you've got the black, and then those are the 3 colours that you're getting there, right? So those are the extra floral. Do we call them dies, or do we call them stamps, or do we call them stamp dies?
They're
or we
plates,
call them
aren't they?
Press plates. I
plates.
knew they'd be a fancy. I'll be getting a text in a moment saying they're called press plates, right? And these inks are designed for you to watercolour on top of them, because that cotton paper, it behaves like a watercolour paper. You can go onto other papers, but you're not going to get that lovely deboss. Unless it's a nice thick paper, you're not going to get the deboss. So you're going to do that onto the cotton paper, or you could do it onto some watercolour paper, but that's why we give you these are like a waterproof type dyeing, so that it's going to take to that. So that is next, right? What I also wanted to demo though, the alphabet, right? So let me show you. We have an uppercase alphabet, right? Which is going to give you this sort of effect.
Wowee.
We have a lowercase alphabet, which is going to give you this sort of effect. How cute is this?
You
such
guys.
a sweet dad is our Simon, right? And then the pièce de la résistance is the big, fancy, hand-drawn alphabet. Now, if you treat yourself to a letterpress, you absolutely want to get one of these, okay? The samples, they are just absolutely off the chart. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a little demonstration.
Okay.
So, I've got the uppercase alphabet here, and I've got the fabulous hand-drawn. I remember when we were going through all of the sampling and the design patterns on these.
Yeah.
Oh, just incredible, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some place cards, Ben. I'm going to invite you to a wedding.
Oh, very
nice. And we're going to make you a little place card.
Oh, thank you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this in place first.
Yep.
So if I'm inviting Ben, I'll need the B
You will.
for Ben, right? And I'll need N. So there's the E, and then there is the N, right? So, and let me just
Not been to a good wedding in
I
ages.
just want to make sure I'm going to do them the right way up. No, I'm going to go backwards, aren't I? So it's going to be B,
Yeah.
E, N. Have I done that right?
Yeah.
You know when you're second guessing yourself? If I do it upside down, back to front, guys, remember, I'm trying to do this
No, that's
and
right.
do it for the camera,
Sure it
right?
is.
So I'm looking at what you're looking at. We'll soon see, won't we? Right, so ink. Remember what the technique was. We're not doing dab dab. We're going to do rubber dub dub. Ben's in the tub, right? Ben's in the tub. So I'm doing dab dab rub rub. Oh, I've got a bit on there. Oh, guys, you won't be under the pressure of live TV.
You
right?
won't.
So Sara is, right? So Ben, right? There's the rubbing. It just gets that ink on lovely, right?
Yeah.
So then we're going to flip you over,
Okay.
right? We're going to flip the lid, and in we go into that
go.
machine, right? So I've just thought, you're not going to be able to put it in your regular Gemini. But in the Junior, your regular Gemini, it's not going to engage, right? Because it's just the size of the half-size plate.
But Junior, yes.
So it's the Junior or the Gemini 2,
Gotcha.
right? So open that. Oh, I've lined them up at the top.
Hey.
Instead of lining them up there, but I tell you what.
I like it.
It looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So we've practiced on you, we'll get it right on me.
Okay.
Right? And the reason I wanted to show you both is Sara, obviously we need the A twice.
Yes.
And you might not want to buy yourself, I don't need the big A, I need the big S, don't I? You might not want to buy yourself too much, so let's have a look. Hang on, so if I did it this way before, I line them up at the top, so I'm going to line them up at the bottom, right? I'm going to line them up on this line, right? So, line them up down there. And then I'm going to go and do the afterwards, right? So I'll get that.
Yep.
I'm going to pop this down, right? And there we go. And I'm going to hold this in place.
Yep.
I think I've got this right. There we go. I'm going to pop that down there. Hold that in place with the tape, right?
Well, say we'll soon find out, won't we?
We're only live on.
It's going to be right.
We're only live on TV.
Yeah,
you know,
that is right.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we're both like watching this upside down. So
yeah.
Sar. And this is what I mean when I say we're rubbing the ink on, guys. We're not dab, dab, dab. We're rub-a-dub. Oh, man. Rub-a-dub-dub, right? Oh, Sara, man.
Speedy Gonzalez, sorry, you see, trying to get through so much in this. 3 hours seems like a long time, but it really isn't.
It's going to go. I have bitten off more than I can chew in terms of wanting to demo.
We'll get through as much as we can.
Yes. So here we go. So there's the Sar, right? Pop that over. Pop the lid down, and through we go.
Okay.
Now, because it's magnetic, and because we're positioning and moving them round, no problem. We'll do one pass, we'll get the other in the right place. So watch this. Over you go. Oh, you look brilliant.
Beautiful.
Leave the rest. Go and put the other A back up there so we know that's where we want it to be.
This is so good.
Yep, take off these. Right. Then we're going to go on with the A at the end. Going to add the ink on. Try not to knock it, Sara. Yep, happy with that. Please fit on, please fit on, please fit on, please fit on. Oh, near enough, right? We're all going to pretend that we haven't noticed that.
I fitted on perfectly.
Yeah, Ben did fit on perfectly, didn't he? Right. So you're going to send that through. We're going to take that off the end here now, and I wanted you to say, oh, hello.
Yes.
I mean, if you are doing wedding place cards.
That's so good.
Could you do anything that is going to look more professional than that?
Fantastic.
I think not.
Woohoo!
You've got Sara coming along, you've got Ben coming along,
Yes.
you have got the best looking wedding that anyone's ever been to.
I love it. I love it. There's so many comments coming through. You guys are just loving this idea. I was thinking to myself, Monday's going to be busy. Tuesday's also going to be very busy. Chivmeister! The fancy alphas are beautiful, says Donna. Karen Zweigart says, the alphabet, beautiful. And Charlene Matthew says, I have no alphabet dies and this is spectacular. It's got to be a great investment. Tina, I'll let you into a little secret as well, because you say, I think I will need to invest in the new G2. Good excuse. All I would say is, it might be a good time to invest on Monday. I would say no more than that, but if you are in the market thinking about getting the G2, especially if you're thinking about getting this to go along with it, there might just be a crazy deal coming on the G2 during birthday week. I shall say no more. This looks very impressive. I'm just dropping the little hints around so you guys, I know you're going to be here, but there's so much to join us for on birthday, honestly. Danielle Masuda says, this letterpress looks like an absolute game changer.
Look what Chiv says.
Nailed it!
Nailed it! Yes! I did her proud. She also says I have to tell everybody they all work in the foil press. I did tell you that.
I think we did mention that.
They all work in the foil press. Beautiful. Oh, Craig's going to love them.
I'm glad that you got a nailed it and you didn't get like a digital waggy finger. That's what, nobody wants that, do they? Little Chivs popping up like that. Definitely nailed it. And Chivs is here to officially launch us on Tuesday, midday UK, all right, so 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. Letterpressing, very exciting new technique, says Doris A. Crafty, creative, that is Crafter's Companion, says Beverly Chester. It is us, it is us. And Jen says, I love the alphabet, it's so versatile. Oh, the possibilities, I cannot wait. And Stephen, hello Stephen, says, looks cool for Christmas cards, the letterpress. Yeah, you know, and Sarah's obviously talked about wedding placements, but but why not this Christmas time? Use it to create nice little toppers for your crackers, or you know, if you're having a big Christmas, getting friends and family over, having little place settings for the friends and family for Christmas. It's going to be awesome, and there's lots more to come, as I've said. Mark your diaries for that one. It's all in the booklet again for you there as well. So if you haven't yet got that, check our socials, Facebook, Insta. I've shared it again today on my page, so you'll be able to find the link to it, everything that you need to know and more within the booklet, and it gives you a bit of a sneaky peek ahead to all of the products. 86 pages, so it is comprehensive as far as all of the main deals are concerned. And like I said, it's going to give you a bit of a sneaky peek ahead to what is coming up in the shows as far as the added birthday extras are concerned. The thing that Sara was alluding to at the top of the show, which we may never have done before, is sort of alluded to in the booklet. And also it will give you a bit of a heads up as to the sort of deals we're going to be doing on your core product for you as well, because with it being birthday, not just about all these new launches, all about giving you the best value for money on core deals. And if you're in the market for new machines as well, whether you're going manual or electronic, there's some really good deals to be had, all in the booklet for you. Keep the comments coming. We are swamped with comments, and I love this. It's so busy. I'm getting super pumped. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about Monday. It's going to be big. There's going to be hundreds of you there. It's going to be busy. You'll need to be in early to pick up all of the deals. And if you think Monday and Tuesday are going to be fabulous, Wednesday is going to be as equally fabulous. Midday again, we are here with a brand new Shimmer collection, which captures the allure of traditional fortune telling. And let's look into our crystal ball now. With Psychic Sara, it's Crystal Visions.
So Shimmer's new Crystal Visions collection is all about that, like looking into the future, fortune telling. It's got that feel to it. You've got things like this gorgeous illusion acetate, the scenes, the beautiful pictures, things like your lucky crows. You'll recognise a lot of the stuff that we're talking about. Your gorgeous crows, the teacups on there as well. Some fabulous stencils in the set as well. I wanted you to see what the kind of feel of the collection was, and then I'm going to show you everything that is in it. I mean, look at these. How absolutely gorgeous does that look? So that is your crystal ball that we're looking into. How amazing is the candle here? And then the little frog there. That reminds me of, it's Shrek, isn't it?
Yes.
Where the dad's really a frog. Yeah? Right, let me show you everything that's in the collection, right? Because it is a mega one and it is fantastic. So you've got on here, there is that gorgeous candle that we were looking at, right? So you've got the candle, you've got the teacup on there, you've got all those pieces, and you've got the dies to die cut those three main elements. So it's a stamp and die set, so you can stamp them or you can stamp and die cut them, and then those are those components when you're using them on your cards, okay? Now, we've also got, oh, hang on, there he is again. Oh no, that's from the crow, we haven't got to that yet, right? Crystal ball. So you've got the actual crystal ball die, and then you've got the stamp that can stamp inside the crystal ball, okay? So can you see we're going to stamp the crystal ball. There is the one where you've got that gorgeous dragonfly and flying over them. You've got the beautiful floral, like you saw on that sample I just showed you where that had been embossed. That is that gorgeous floral there. So you've got the one crystal ball, can be used on its own or it can be used with the various stamps inside. Then we've got a lovely background embossing folder, and the background embossing folder is going to give you gorgeous backgrounds like these. You've got the stencils, so there's two stencils in the pack. So you've got the stencils with the portions, which is going to give you this sort of effect like this in the background there. You've also got the stencils with the books, and let's have a little look. I've got another stencil with portions here, right? But you've got the idea. I've also got the crow on that. I don't know where his board is. I've probably lost it somewhere. There's your crow as well. I've lost my crow board. I don't know where he's gone, but you know, you got the idea, right? Now, there's also two little pots of glitter. So you've got the glitter in silver and black, right? So this is our microfine glitter that you're going to be working with there in the silver and also in the kind of crystal. So it's like a silvery crystal and then a jet black on there as well. The paper pads, I'll just put these over here. So let me start on the 12 by 12 first of all, right? These are the papers. The papers just speak for themselves.
Wow,
I mean, they are. But it's all that sort of crystal vision. Can you see like that? So you can see all the same. You understand now why the name is Crystal Visions.
Absolutely.
Yep. So you've got all those different crystal vision. And Sheena, you know, I can't do this justice. This is such a Sheena-ite, this one, right? You need to wait. You need to see Sheena walking you through all of it. Oh, we've jumped through a little bit fast there.
Oh, look at the cat's eyes.
Look at the eyes there. So there is your 12 by 12. And there is the 6x6 one here as well. So you can see these are all the sized down versions of the 12 by 12s to work on your 6x6 card bases as well. So they're always designed in quadrants so that they will work if you're cutting your 12 by 12s down, but then also some of these are brilliant to use as the base 6x6s.
Brilliant.
You've got the luxury linen card and the colours of the linen card. I will let you see them. And again, it's really important, I think, if you've got the right colours, the right tones. That's a completely different set of tones to any of our other linen card, but goes really, really well with these papers. And then also in this set, you have the 8x8 acetate, but it's the kind of like, can you see? It's like a...
Oh, that's really
It's like
cool.
smoke, right? So you've got the smoky one,
Yeah.
and then the stars. And there's your stars on there as well. And bear in mind, that is your acetate. Before you take off, let me just get my little pokey tool, take off the background piece. Are you on this side or the other side? You are on the other side. There we go. So I can take off that acetate. So you can see here, when you take that off, you can see how it's so much more transparent. Yeah, so there's you've got your transparent, or you've got your side that's got the air. So always remember to take off the film, okay? So that is everything in Sheena's Crystal Visions.
Incredible. The comments again for that are just very, very excitable. Ooh, says our Nicole. I need that Sheena launch. Brilliant, Nicole, isn't it? It's brilliant. Hadassah says, I don't even need to see the Sheena Douglas collection. My crystal ball says, it's awesome. I mean, we already knew that, didn't we? Sheena, it's going to be awesome. And Wanda says, you need a birthday bundle that includes it all. It will save me time. Maybe we can do that, like get a button on the website where you just click, check out everything. Maybe that's for next year. Oh my, how magical is the Crystal Vision collection, says Genesis DeBose. Rose says the paper pad. Wow, just stunning. Whitney's also going, the paper. And Jane says, love it, gotta have it. Karen Horn says, boom, Sheena has done it again. More in the booklet. It's launching on Wednesday for you at midday UK time. And something also that you'll get a sneaky peek of on Wednesday in launch party at 5 is the Zen Garden. This is the, I believe, final of the Colour Trends collection that we're doing for you. You know, we brought you things like the Mermaid Dreams, haven't we, before the Spring Fairy. These collections, the Tropical Paradise as well, where we bring you all of these fantastic mixed media products where the colours have been chosen specifically for you to be able to just get going, get crafting and get creating and have fun with this. Now within this new set, I'll show you some finished samples in just a second, but you're going to get a new duet ink pad. This is your Mountain Blue. You're also going to get your Japanese Maple Shimmer ink pad. You have got your Cherry Blossom Shimmer spray in there, plus a set of tricolour aquas as well. This one is called your Garden Majesty. So again, you've got all those 3 fabulous colours there, but then you've got all the different hues and gradients of colour by adding your water. You've got your Reflective Pool tricolour brush pen. We're going to give you another one. I mean, that is brilliant. The Lily Pond, the chunky glitter paste of the Lily Pond, and then you're also going to get your Water Lily glitter paste. Next up, you've got some glitter in here. Big pots of glitter come with these too. So that is your lotus flower. If you love your gilding flakes, you've got a beautiful, pretty pink. And then we also always include one of our metallic paint markers in there. That one is the blush. And then you get all of your embellishments too. So you've got the willow glitter glue. You're going to receive the beautiful jasmine sequins. You've got your little blossom drops in there as well, the pearls. And then you've also got like your sort of faceted gems in there, which are the petal breeze. All of that is included, and the kind of things that you can do, I had to pick this one out straight away because this is just brilliant. Cheryl has gone to town here with the sequins. I mean, look at that for a sparkly bit of home decor. Absolutely incredible. You do get a big tub of sequins, so there'll be plenty more left over, even if you want to try that. As far as home decor is concerned as well, you've got this one here, beautifully done onto just a little wood slice, if you like. That one's using the Golden Majesty, the tricolour aqua, and some of your glitter glues as well, to add some accents. If you love those sequins, no doubt you'll be making shaker cards as well, looking absolutely beautiful there, and then using some of the ink pads to create there too. I'll just show you one more for now, which are Nicola has popped together. This one again using the tricolour aqua in there. You've got your chunky glitter paste, that lily pond used there as well, alongside that some of that beautiful glitter glue in the willow. It's a brilliant, brilliant collection, and as I say, you can see a sneaky peek of that on launch party on Wednesday, and then the official launch of that will be on the Thursday. So make sure you join us from midday for that. Right, we are rattling through at a pace because we've got so much to get through, and we are already massively over time. But let's next get back to Sara for a set that I think you're going to absolutely love. The Starbox dies, Sara. These look incredible.
How... I have no words. I have no words for how incredible these look. I mean, look at these are what you're going to be making for Christmas. And it's so easy. I'm going to do one for you just to show you how easy it is. But are they or are they not the cutest dies you've ever seen, right? Now, it is one die set, right? This is it. It's just one die set. Now, if you have a little look at all of the dies and the stencil that's in the collection, you're going to do the outer star. We've got four cutting options. So you've got that gorgeous nativity scene. You've got the Christmas tree in here. You've got, I mean, him in the woods. I have to say, it's just gorgeous.
Really cute.
And then you've also got that beautiful star. We've got the optional cut-ins to go around the side. So this is your side panels. This is if you want to do the cut into the side panel as well. And then you've got the extra little tags and things like that, okay? So if I just show you all four of the options. This one here is going to make you this sort of box,
cool.
Okay? This one here is going to make you this sort of box, okay? Then you've got, oh, actually, should we get in close and have a good look at them all? Right. So there is your Christmas tree, right? I have to say, yes, that's what I was after, right? This, I just adore. Absolutely. And then look at that with the little snowflakes cut in the side. I think the one that you're going to absolutely love, always popular, is the nativity scene.
Absolutely.
I mean, such detail in how they made. And then, of course, there's your Noel one with the detail cut in. So those are all, and they're not options, all of them come in the one set, okay?
Okay.
So let me show you how it works. Now you're going to start off, take these out, right? I'm going to get these out ready. You've got all of these dies, and then you've got one stencil. So what I want you to start off by doing is just getting some paper.
Okay.
You're going to draw around your stencil. So when we draw around the stencil, it is going to look like this. Mm-hmm. Then you are going to cut around the stencil. When we cut around the stencil, it's going to, you can tell I'm saving time here, can't you?
I love it.
Right? But then this die here, the detail one, right? You can take this off. That will line up perfectly across all of those. Let me just get a little bit of low-tack tape to hold in place, because I want you to see that when we hold this in place perfectly, you going in there? Yes, you are. You're going to hold in place perfectly, and I'm going to send that through and just show you how fabulous it looks when it's die cut out. So into there, don't need the metal, use all our other plates, and then straight through your Gemini. Now, it doesn't have to be the Gemini. These could go through the Mini.
Oh, yes, nice one.
So straight through. And then once you've done that, put all the score lines in and the fold lines, because this is going to form the outside pieces. So watch this. If I take this off here, right, let's cut all of that detail in.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So you're going to do that, and then you're just going to score and fold on all of those individual fold lines like this, right? So I'm going to put that to one side, because in true Sara style,
here's what you did earlier.
I'm prepared earlier. Yes,
yes.
You've got the gist, guys. You've got the gist. You're going to need two of them, right? But then what we're going to do is I'm going to cut. So I'm going to do one star, and I'm going to cut once. Let me just use this to hold it in place. So if I'm using that star, I'm going to cut my star out of silver and also out of paper, right? So silver. Yep, don't you move. Paper, don't you dare move at all. Don't even think about it, and go through. But then what I want to show you is you can do the star with the, obviously I'm cutting them both at once, but that's going to form my base. I'm going to show you quite a clever way to do the base here, all right? So there is my two stars.
Okay.
All right, But then, if you wanted to use one of the cut-in detail, you do this, you pop this into here, right? You have yourself another piece of paper. I'm obviously not going to fit mine in. You cut the two of them together.
Yeah.
And you get the cutout one.
Fantastic.
Right, you've got the gist there, haven't
Yeah.
you? Yep, we've got the gist. We're looking good, guys. I've got a big mess over here, but you've got the idea. Now, let me have a little look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my base with the silver in like this. Right? Let's have a look. I'm going to go that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cut-out folded pieces like this, and I'm just going to stick these down around the edge like this. Now, as long as you can see what I'm doing,
Yes.
all will make sense, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to put tape all the way around here, and actually you don't need to worry about getting extra glue where you don't need it.
Yeah. So tape pens are the trick here, are they?
Tape pens are your best friend. Going to make life easier, right? So watch this. I'm going to just get down here, and I'm going to line you up. In fact, I might line you into the inside first, because that's going to make my life easier. And you're going to go into there like 1, 2. Yep. So can you see? Right. And then I'm going to take that round. And in true Sara style, Ben, I can't talk and do this.
Well, I was just about to jump in. So the comments again here are incredible. Even says she's been waiting to see how this works. And so far, she says, this is my favourite. Stephen's going to be getting the boxed eyes. Love the star box, says Joyce Lorking. My grandchildren would adore these. The great thing is with these as well, is I would imagine that, you know, you're going to be popping little treats in them if you want to, but also they look great if you want to hang them up as decorations around Christmas time. And also, as a lot of people have commented, you can, of course, just use the dies to cut into your cards to create cute little apertures with as well. So they are multi-useful.
Do you know what I'm going to just do here, Ben, just so you know?
Yeah.
Because I've got sticky tape down there that I don't want. I'm just moving it so I'm not on a sticky one. And I'm putting a little bit of tape down there.
Okay. Oh my gosh, says Laurie, I must have the Starbucks dies. What's your favourite, everyone? Donna likes the snowflakes and the little doe. The little doe is super cute, isn't it, the little deer?
I love that little deer.
Great, the dies can be used for cards, says Beverly. As Debbie Robinson would say, it is not a one-trick pony. Jacob Boo loves the star boxes, can see all the possibilities. The star boxes, says Suzanne Dawn, absolutely amazing. You say, I love, love, love them. Ricky Lifford says, love, love, love the star box dies, another must-have. And I simply love the Starbucks dies, says Pat. There's so much versatility to them. And I also love the designs in each of the stars. Michelle Toomey says, perfect, these for special gifts. I would love to give these to loved ones. And Shannon says these are very versatile, as you don't have to make them as boxes, you can put them on cards. Absolutely, and isn't it great that you guys are already picking up on that and seeing the versatility of this collection? Michelle says you can use the star die alone for so many holidays and celebrations. This is an excellent investment. And Genesis says these boxes get a 5-star rating from me. I am loving this. And just as you're sticking, I know you're using paper here. Rose is just asking, can the star dies be used with card, or is it mainly paper you're going to be getting the best?
I would recommend, honestly,
Yeah.
using the paper, guys. It's just going to make your life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Now, bear in mind, when you're doing it, you won't have to do it back to front, upside down, at speed.
And under time constraints.
Right, whilst avoiding sticking your head in the shot of the camera, right? So you will not have any of the pressure that I'm having here.
You can relax and do it, everyone.
You can relax, that's the idea. But can you see, we've still managed to do that, right? And then this, and you know what I'm going to do just to make my whole life a little bit easier, right? Yeah. I'm going to get the scissors and I'm going to trim this down. Can you see to the cut line? You won't need to, because you won't have done yours live on TV, right? Yeah. But I've just done mine live on TV, and I can see that I haven't quite got it stuck in exactly the right place. Yes. So I'm going to just make my life a whole bit easier, and I'm going to give myself this here.
Charlie's just saying, could you put a tea light in these? I don't see why not.
Oh, I think they'd look brilliant with a tea light in there. Look at that. Now, if you're ever doing this, by the way, guys, what I want you to do then is get your all-purpose, so that you've got the manoeuvrability, so we can pop this down into place so that it acts as like a double layer underneath. So that's going to go into there. See, look how much easier that was to drop into there. Brilliant. But if you do it without trimming it down, it's going to be the right size to cover over the top of that one, right? And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go right round with the tape pen again. Tape pen is your friend, but do make sure you sorry, you're going to clean up afterwards on here, right? Because I've got sticky all over here. All of these bits, look, are all folding into here. And then once we're all folded in, that whole piece is just going to stick down like this.
So
there you
good.
go. And I'm positioning that in place perfectly.
Well, you're getting 5-star reviews here, Sarah.
Oh, but
Cindy says,
see what we've done there.
Cindy says, so, I didn't actually do that on purpose. Cindy said, I didn't know. Cindy says, Sarah, these star dies are one of the best sets you've ever done.
Wow,
Praise
that
indeed.
is quite the accolade.
Yeah.
There we go, look at that. I mean, I have done that really quick.
But it's
I
still
wanted
brilliant.
to do the demonstration live for you so that you could see it on air. And that is how you do an amazing little star box. Now you see, so there's the star, but in the same way we've done the star, come on, the door. Is he or is he not gorgeous? You've got, look at that, the nativity scene. Love that nativity scene, right? And then you've also got that beautiful tree. They really are. And every one that you make is going to look different, is going to look unique. You can do them into things like your craft card. How fabulous does that look in craft card? Doesn't have to be just for your cards. Look how here it looks brilliant being used as a tag there. Or, oh, quite like this, look at this, on the front of a card. Like you said, Debbie Robinson will be loving this. I do love the idea of using these as little tags as well. I think they look super professional. Even into black, look how good this looks into black with a little bit of gilding wax on there. Those are your gorgeous Starbucks dies.
2 enthusiastic thumbs up from me. 5-star reviews in the comments. People saying that these are the best ever sets that they've seen. Lynn Borden says, the Starbucks dies are must-have. My grandson, Caden, wants to make these with me. Yeah, great fun to, to craft with the kids and the grandkids. And Karen says, these could actually be little treat boxes for the kiddies. And Amelie, I love your work. More of you do this as well, right? You guys know how much you love our channel, okay? You guys know how exciting birthday is. So be more Amelie and send out the booklet link. That's what Amelie's doing. She says, I've been sending the booklet link out to so many people. Excited to see them here. Let us know if you're a newbie. Can you give me a little holler or a wave in the comments and say, yes, I'm new. Is it your first birthday? Will you be joining us all next week and the following week? I need to know if you are a newbie. And if there's any questions you've got about the birthday 2 weeks, ask them and we will answer them for you. But a very warm welcome if you are new. Let us also know if you are someone who's been here since the very first birthday. We love chatting with you. There's loads of positivity in the comments, particularly about these Starbucks dies. Karen says, so stunning. Rose said, they'd look good with illusion film. I mean, yes, if you've got your illusion film, absolutely, you're going to bring that into play as well. If you have just joined us too, don't forget, get the booklet. Have you all got the booklet? If there's anyone who hasn't got it yet, make sure you download it and remember to keep commenting. I have never seen so many comments. Honestly, it's so busy. There's hundreds of you on YouTube, hundreds of you on Facebook, but comment away, ask the questions, let us know what you're shopping for. Give us a wave if you're new, because the more you comment, the more chance you've got of winning. At the end of this show, in just over an hour and 40 minutes time, we're going to give someone $150 to spend with us, and that could be you. So keep commenting away. Next up, we're going to have a look at 2 items, I think, but the first of which are these beautiful handmade papers. And Sarah, I think it would be fine for me to say that these handmade papers are unique, aren't they?
They are. Every single one of them is unique. Now, I don't know if you've seen, just thought, I went straight into that there. These handmade papers, Ben, I need to calm my beans.
Calm your beans.
I'm thinking 3 steps ahead of myself. I need to get my sleeves rolled up. Right, handmade papers, guys. They
Yes.
are absolutely beautiful, and every one is absolutely unique, right? So can you see, you've got, have you seen the massive trend at the moment for people doing pulped paper and making their own pulped papers, right? These are individually pulped papers, and you get a pack with 24 sheets. Now, whether you're constructing with them, whether you're using them like this to do beautiful big showcase pieces, maybe you're using them with things like our rosettes on here, they look fabulous. Now, let me show you all of the papers, okay? So you are getting, and every pack's going to be a little bit different,
yes.
right? Let me just get all these out because the papers are gorgeous and I don't want to damage any of them, taking them out.
So each paper's got hand-pressed florals into them. Still trying to get out of the box.
I'm trying to get out the box. Right,
well, there you go. The first thing that
there we go.
tear
Right.
the box open.
So you'll see what I mean, because can you see, as Ben was saying, the florals are pressed into each of these,
Yeah.
right? So it's got, look at these. How fabulous are they? You couldn't, I mean, I've tried making handmade papers before, and I haven't been able to achieve anything like this with the florals built into them. You only need to use a tiny little bit in a project, and they're going to look absolutely incredible, but the finish on them is just beautiful. I mean, there's no other word for it other than beautiful. And like I said, this has been a trend that I've seen coming through for so long now, and I've tried so many times to make my own. Trust me, you won't get the effect. So can you see, you're getting 2 of each type. So like that's the skeleton leaf paper.
Yeah.
You're getting 2 of the skeleton leaf, but they won't be the same. And yours won't be exactly the same as the ones I'm showing you. Then we've got 2 of this type of flower, and I've got no idea what type of flower it is, so don't even ask me, right? Then we've got 2 of this type of flower. The 2 sheets will be different. You will get no 2 sheets the same because they're all handmade. But each one of them is like a theme where you're getting 2 sheets of paper in that theme, right? So those are the gorgeous handmade papers, and it's up to you what you make with them. You know, you don't need me to demonstrate, to show you the idea, but you can see here we've made gorgeous little gift bags.
That's really cute.
Or even, I mean, one of these from one sheet, how fabulous is that?
Yeah.
I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. That's the big one with the skeleton leaves on with the extra bits of papers in. So that is your handmade papers, okay? That is the first of the paper launches that we have. Oops, right? Now, let me show you, because we've got a lot of beautiful papers launching in birthday. This is our colour core textured cardstock, right? So can you see here, it's kind of like got a printed effect on one, right? And then you're getting multiple sheets of each colour. So there's your next colour. So you can see the back is one shade.
Yeah.
The front is like printed with a texture, and then it has a different colour on the inside, right? So it's kind of got that different coloured core. You can see it more when you get to the darker shade ones, right? So there's my red, for example. So if I just show you, right, there is a piece of the red, and if I tear it, you can see it's a different shade of red. Still red, and I'll move so I'm not behind it, but it's a different shade of red on the inside. Now, where that becomes really useful is when you do your embossing, right? So this one here, I've got a 3D embossing folder. I've got my cardstock that we've just put through the 3D embossing folder, ran that through, and there is the effect with the embossing on. Now, it's really hard to see on red, but what we've done is we've launched a sanding block with the dust cloths in. Now, if you've never seen dust cloths before, they are life-changing, right?
Okay.
Because what they do is it teases the dust out of the fibres of the paper, right? So you get it's like it feels waxy, right? So you get a massive big cloth like this.
Okay.
And what I generally do, right, is I take it out and I just cut myself a little bit off, so you don't need to use a lot of it. So you're not always using the whole thing, and this will last you for ages, right? It's not like a one use and done. It's a use this for loads, but don't use it as one big cloth. Cut it into multiple smaller cloths, right? Now, can you see we've got that? I'm going to use my little sanding block, and I'm going to do that sanding over here, right? Now, I'm just only going to sand half of it so that you see the difference on the half that we haven't sanded. So going all over, giving that a really good sand down, but you can't really still see the design. You see it a little bit. So as you're looking at it there, you can, oh, actually, you can see quite well there. So you can see where I've sanded it, where I haven't, right? Watch the difference when I take the dust cloth and it just pulls the fibres. It's not about cleaning up, it's about making sure, you can see there how I've taken the dust off.
Oh, yeah.
And can you see how much clearer it is?
Yes.
Yeah, it takes all, so it's not just for cleaning up here. In fact, I wouldn't use it for cleaning this up because then that gets clogged up with your dust fibres. So when we're doing that, I'd get a normal cloth and just say, right, we'll clean up with the normal cloth, because I wouldn't take a wet cloth onto here. This is not wet, it's like a waxy finished cloth, and what it does is it just teases the dust out of the fibres of that cardstock absolutely beautifully. So that is all of your colour core cards, right? So there's a whole pack of 24 sheets of the colour core cards. So we've got the handmade papers, we've got the colour core card, and then, give me a second, I'll show you the marbles.
Wow, so much to think about. Colour core paper is on my list, says Cindy Thompson. Papers are beautiful, says Rebecca Springall. And Nora says, this birthday is going to cost me a fortune, as I've realised I just need to have everything. Wendy says, I think I'm going to need a trolley for my checkout instead of a basket. Yeah, let's get some trolleys, please, can we, for everybody this birthday? Thank you. Jen Shanks says, Ben, I've been with CC before you. Well, that's a long time. But I didn't find the courage to comment until last year. So wish I would have commented sooner because I love the CC community and we love having you in it, Jen. Thank you. Lorraine says, oh my, how gorgeous are these papers. Trish, loving those handmade papers too. You're right there.
Yeah, well, I just thought, come over. Seeing as what I thought we couldn't tell them about was in the booklet, so we can tell them about it. Yeah, I'm just going to point out things like the handmade papers. If you are shopping in America, guys, you'd usually look at that and it's a relatively small price point. You'd be thinking, I'm going to wait till I'm putting a bigger order in to get free shipping to add all those papers in. The big, like, I didn't think we were telling you till Monday, but apparently it's in the booklet, is you are getting free shipping.
True.
Even if you're in America.
Yes.
So we've done, in the past in birthday, we've been able to do free shipping to the UK, but not ship it to the US for free because it costs us an absolute fortune. But what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to have free shipping for the whole of the 2 weeks. We will then consolidate your orders. Here you go, you have a whole read about it, right? So we will consolidate your orders and send it when it makes sense. But you could just order when that handmade paper launches, because I tell you now, it will sell out.
Fly.
Right? It will launch it, we'll show it, it'll be sold out within hours, if not minutes, right? I don't want people to be panicking and then thinking, oh, I'm waiting for a bigger order or whatever. You can just go on, you can order just the handmade paper. We'll add that to your order, and then once the systems are consolidating your orders, it'll ship it all out for you.
There we go.
Sorry, felt the overwhelming need to come running over and tell you that.
Does what she wants. I don't mind it. I quite like it when she comes over. It's quite nice, isn't it? Just comes over to my
Bit
side.
of company for you.
Not many people come over this side, Sara, so it's nice when you just, you know, come and see me in my little kitchen here. It gets very lonely, but yeah, exactly what Sara said. But it's all in the booklet as well for you. And as I say, you can read more in the booklet. There's stuff that I could tell you, but I kind of want to save some stuff until Monday as well. But there's stuff in the booklet. If you read and get your magnifying glass out, you'll be able to find out what's coming up. All I'll say is there's all the usual reasons to tune into birthday, all the usual benefits to tune into birthday, and there's plenty of fun and games for you as well. That's all you need to know for now. Let's get back over to Sara, though. I'll read some more of your comments in just a second. Can I just say again, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. The comments are off the chart. The positivity is amazing. Hundreds of you watching. It's going to be epic. It's going to be the best birthday ever. I can promise you that.
It is.
It was so... I'm genuinely so excited.
Totally is.
And wait till you see this next product, because this marble cardstock is about to blow your mind.
Now, I'm just going to warn you now. You know, if you've been with us for a few years on birthday, you know the Sunday right in the middle of birthday... I've got my pointy finger out. The Sunday right in the middle of birthday is an epically monumental day, right? It is the day that I like to reflect back on our, at this time, 19 years and where we've come and where it all started and the ultimate, right? So for any of our new viewers who just joined us during birthday, they get to go like back to our heritage, and I'm like, this is my ultimate. This is like my third child. This is the thing that I'm so proud of, and we're going to look at the ultimate. And every year on the Sunday, right in the middle of birthday, I do a massive big show teaching people how to use the ultimate, and to do that, to go along with that show, we launch some brand new papers. This is the big launch. Please, please, please set your alarms, get up early on Sunday and order it. I've seen how many of these we brought in, and I can tell you it is not enough, right? There will be people ordering these hand over fist. We will be shipping them to you in America, free shipping. Fill your boots, guys, fill your boots, and you don't need to worry if you just want to come and order just a few of the papers, order just a few of the papers. But Sunday is going to be a mega, mega day. I'm telling you now, these will just go like that. Wait till you see them, okay? These are the marble papers. Now, there are two beautiful marble papers. There are the light coloured ones, and there are the kind of deeper shades in there as well. I've got a opal and black pearl,
yes.
Right? Now, these are, let me just show you. They are printed pearl with the foiling, right?
Yikes.
So any one of these sheets is a printed pearlescent finish in 12 by 12, so you know our gorgeous pearl with the sheen on it, with that foiling, right? So I'm going to show you to the close-up, but I'm going to start at the back so that you can see each and every one of these. I mean, come on.
Wow.
We've never, ever, ever produced paper like this before, ever. And it is absolutely to die for. You don't need it in 6 by 6 because the designs are designed to transcend any of your different sizes of cards that you want to make. But each one of these has been hand produced. So what we've done is we've created the marble effect, right? Then we've transposed that into the computerized image. Then we've applied the foiling on top of it, and then as it gets produced, it gets printed onto the pearl finish with then the foil over the top, and you've got multiple sheets of each, okay? So that one there is your opal, which is basically your more pastel shades. And then this one here is the black pearl, so these are your deeper shades, okay? Also, on that gorgeous pearl finish.
Oh, wow.
I feel like the foiling's so spectacular, it almost overwhelms the pearl, but it had to be. You know, we sampled these onto, a regular finish paper. No. They've got to be on pearl. And it's all that gorgeous gold foiling. And I'm telling you now, you ain't ever seen another paper like this, right? You've never seen cardstock like this. It is something so incredibly special. And when you see the samples and when you see the demonstrations and what we're going to be making with this, you'll just be blown away, okay? So those are all of, there's a Crafter's Companion, what colour we've ever showed you one, right? So there are all of the papers. So there's 36 sheets in each of them, and it's 160 GSM. It's paper stock, not cardstock, very important, right? But you are going to be able to make three-dimensional cardstocky based projects with them. You are going to be able to use it to mat and layer onto things like your boxes. It would be wonderful in the background of any of your cards if you want them to look really professional. If you do want to create with it, I would just suggest, like we've done here, just mounting it onto the front of like some black cardstock, and it just makes a great quality one. You can construct with it, so can you see here, we've actually constructed with this one, so you can do your own little... Yep, so it just shows you that it is really good, you know, it is construction quality as well that you could be doing. But I just think these samples are just incredible.
Amazing.
I mean, they're just phenomenal. So that is our gorgeous marble cardstock.
Jacob U says it's the most beautiful paper that I have ever seen. Daniel Masuda says you could put these marble foil papers in a frame and just use it to decorate your home. I love that idea. Why not? Just put them in a frame, decorate your home. Karen Hughes says this is the first birthday celebration I've seen. I can't wait till Monday. Wow, the paper to my bank manager. I apologise. It's all Sara Davies' fault, says Karen. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Just blame us. Blame Sara. And Isabel, if you need it, I'm happy to do this. She says, Ben, I might have to ask you to do that thing you do where you say I've won a big, big prize. I'm always there for you guys. If you need the cover, you just give me the nod. You give me the little cheeky wink. I can do that for you. Absolutely no problem at all. Free of charge, as you know, because I'm just that kind of guy. Karen says, wow, I just had a thought, make a Starbucks in gold for when my brownies get their gold award. I love that. Spend all I want with everything I need. Lol, gonna need to save, you say. And the option to add orders as they launch is gonna be a game changer for those in the US, says Sarah. We won't miss a launch. Waiting for the free shipping point. Thank you so much, Sara. More details about that, as I've said, in the booklet. You can read all about it. Thank you, Mary Pat. Says these papers are at the top of my list. Lorraine Benito says, oh gosh, these are just absolutely gorgeous. And Pat says, I've both the dark and the light marble ones starred multiple times on my list. They are just phenomenal. I love the way you guys are making all of your lists as well. And a lot of you have just said the marble papers are at the top. Join in the conversation. Let us know what's at the top of your list. What's at number one? What's in your top three? I'd be interested to know. Shannon H97 says, I think most crafters on here want the button that is buy it all. Let's look at that for the 20th birthday, the buy it all button. So you can literally just go on the website, click buy it all, and everything just gets shipped out to you. Because it'd probably be easier for the majority of you, really, because you're all going to want it all. Charlene Matthews says, Christmas has come early for me. We're over halfway into this mammoth countdown to birthday. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Hopefully you're feeling the excitement that we are. It's all about Vegas, isn't it, this birthday? And this next product we're going to show you is all of the pizzazz, all of the high life put into a watercolour palette. It's a watercolour palette, but not quite as you know it, Sara.
Who remembers the amazing Shimmer palettes that we launched in Birthday last year? They were the product which absolutely set Birthday on fire. There was a national shortage of them. We couldn't make them fast enough. We kept having to fly more stock in. Everyone was going bananas for them. And that was us managing to get crushed mica into a watercolour. I never in a million years thought we would get actual glitter particles. I never thought that Leanne's team would be able to stabilise the base of the paint, the watercolour paint, to hold actual glitter, but they did it, right? So what I'm talking about, I'm just going to show you these, because you need to see, right? These are the colours, okay? This is the glitter. right? There's your colours. You wouldn't think it, but it has stabilised glitter particles inside the watercolour. Now, I have never known this be achieved, not at this level. You've seen mica in paint, you've seen a shimmer, you have not seen glitter particles in a paint, because it's really difficult to get the paint to be stable enough and solid enough to be able to take that glitter, right? This is the palette itself. Oh, looks like a little eyeshadow palette, right? So it's just those 12 colours, that's all you need. And let me show you, I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to give it a bit of a spritz first, right? So what I've just got my water palette here, so I'm just going to spritz it and just get it all nice and wet to start with. Got to wake it up to get it going.
Okay.
It's awake, right? So you're going to wake it up to get it going. I'm going to bring a little bit of this in. Oh, let's go with that seashore. Oh, my life. I can see the glitter. I don't think you can because my head's in the way. But I can see the glitter there. And as soon as we put it down, I need you to see just how all of this. Isn't it a gorgeous colour, that seashore?
Beautiful,
right?
yeah.
So there's that. And of course, because it's watercolour, you can water it out if you want. But of course, the more water you add, the more you'll dilute as well the glitter.
Sparkle, right, yeah.
So here we go. Let's take a little bit of this gold rose. And again, get this woken up, right? So get the actual glitter particles and the watercolour woken up, so that I can pop this down. Now, the more water you add, obviously, the more it will dilute this down. But if you get it woken up, once it's woken up and you start to get into the paint, you get the paint activated and you can have a lot more. And of course, because they are different colours, what you can do is you can start and mix the colours together, and using your water brush, you can just come and you can start and blend those two shades together so we go seamlessly from one into the next there, right? And I think that's what people absolutely love about these. So isn't that gorgeous? And then if I do this, I'm going to force dry this with the heat gun, because I want you to see the one that you've seen me colour live, right? And I think it's when you start and see how that's dried, I want you to see it's not just us doing that and then showing you've got some extra glitter on top. You'll see here how the glitter capsules are actually encapsulated into the base, right? So if we look at that lovely blue first, and you can see down here, you can see that glitter, there it is. You can see that glitter particle within the actual paint.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not until you get nice and close. I can see it really well here in the studio. Now you can see it there. Can you see it? So you can see as we wash it out, the lighter it gets, the less you'll have those glitter particles, but the colour and the watercolour is so beautiful, right? And then if you move to the one that we've got that's been transitioned, even though we've transitioned from one colour to the other, that glitter holds through all the way through the whole base. How ridiculously clever is that, okay? So that is glitter encapsulated into a paint, okay? Now what we've got is, we've got the set of 12 of the glitter paints, and I'm going to show you again, those are the colours. So those are your intensive colours. So you've got in here your lemonade, starting up here, we've got the lemonade, the sunset, the deep fuchsia, the iris, berry blue, galaxy, red tulip, gold rose, lime, seashore, woodland and pool. Right, so those are your shades in there. I think they look fabulous. But then to support the launch of the glitter paints, we've also got some gorgeous stamps. So these are the stamps that you've got. So you've got these lovely background ones that you can do all of your special effects. So can you see this?
Oh wow, that's
Look
amazing.
At that. Now it's just a case of you will enjoy painting with them.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like, you know how you do your can you remember when adult colouring really took off a few years ago? It's going to be like that.
Yeah.
It's adult colouring, but with your paint, so you can do your watercolour painting, right? You've also got these fabulous stamps, so you've got some lovely stamps, again, ones that have just been made that are really fun to be able to colour. I mean, look at that. To be able to paint a little cactus. How cute's that? So you've got the cactus. We've got some different fruits in here. So this is called Sweetest Birthday, right? And again, when you see, this is them all being watercoloured. How fabulous is this? But it's not just the fabulous coloration. You can see in there, as I tilted the glitter in there. And then we've also got these backgrounds. Now, of course, they are not a translucent. They are like an opaque paint. So you paint them onto black. Now you're talking.
Wow.
Right? Now you are talking. And of course, if you watch the full show, you'll be able to see all of the, you'll be able to see us doing this in painting onto the black as well as painting onto the white. And I just think they look absolutely incredible.
Do you know, just as we move from product to product, you think, oh, we can't get any better than the last one we've just seen. We actually do, don't we? Every single time. The glitter paints have just exploded in the comments. Genesis saying, I've never seen a paint so bold, so beautiful. Ricky says, everything is top of my list. But the Starbucks are my favourite. Tina Costin says, I didn't think you could top the Shimmer watercolour palettes. I was wrong. If you love those, you're going to go absolutely giddy for these. So make sure that you are in to grab them. I will just check my notes. Saturday the 19th with Leanne for those. So pop that one in your diary. Saturday the 19th. Everything's in the booklet. That's all you need to know there. Donna says these will be perfect for Sheila's new collection. Glitter paint palette, says Joanne Bosworth. I think I'm in love. And Crystal says, I am now watercolour obsessed. These will be great in my collection. Rose is going to get the paint. Beverly says, can't believe how beautiful the samples are. It's all coming your way, all part of our big 19th birthday. Can you believe it? Listen, we're going to take a short break and we're going to come back. When we come back, we're going to see some brand new Colour Creations powders and we are off to the Fairy Glade. We'll see you in about 3 or 4 minutes time. Your opportunity to sign up for all of our 19th birthday news and offers. Get yourself to the website. And you can click into our booklet. I know most of you have probably got this already, but within that, everything that you need to know as far as the birthday offerings are concerned, just underneath, you can sign up for all of our 19th birthday news and offers. Listed there, all of our products that you can click on to get information about, to get notifications about. Really, really simple. Just click on what you want to know more about, fill in your name, fill in your email, and sign up now.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat, then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Not long to wait now, is it? Not long to wait. We've been showing you that throughout the week, and it's like, is it nearly time yet? Come on, Monday, come on! Enjoy your weekend, chill, relax, put your feet up, because you're going to need all of your energy for the next 2 weeks. Not just us bringing you deals, but you guys are going to need all of your energy because it is going to be mammoth. The best birthday event you'll have ever seen, honestly. And if you have joined us for the first time, what a great time to join us on our 19th birthday. It's epic, honestly. You're in for one heck of a ride. We are going to do Vegas proud, everybody. Must say to Mimi George, who is oohing and ahhing about the glitter paint. Charlene also says that creativity that CC brings us is off the charts. Susan Carter saying the mic is dropping with every offering. And Beverly says, I cannot believe how beautiful the samples are. Dottie Schwartz says, I'm watching whilst I'm on the treadmill. I love that. Picking up the inspiration and doing a bit of exercise at the same time. I was so excited. I had to up the speed, says Dottie, because I was walking faster. That is brilliant. I love it, Dottie. Don't up it too fast, whatever you do. And Susanna Stevens says, love that multiple orders can be made and they'll just be sent at the same time. Yep, more details about the free shipping offering in our booklet. Wherever you're watching, there is a link if you haven't yet got it. So download it. 86 pages full of everything you need to know for the 2 weeks ahead. Right, next up, this next item is launching on the second Monday. So Monday the 21st, it'll be me and Sara in the midday show. So 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. You will want to be up for this as we head down to the Fairy Glade.
Now, I make no apologies for this. This is my favourite. You know, usually you say, I shouldn't really say this. I can say this. This is my signature collection. And you know that I do several signature collections throughout the year. And as we assess all of them, we pick the #1 top one that we know is going to be the most popular. And that launches in birthday, right? This, I have wanted to do this collection for 3 years now. 3 years. We've put all of our effort into it. The team have absolutely pulled a blinder working with me to get this one perfect. And this is Fairy Glade, okay? So this is everything mystical, fantastical, your gorgeous fairies. We've got the dies. We've got the illusion film in these ones as well. We've got your pearl powders are coming into this. We've got some incredible cardstock. So that, I mean, the pearlescent cardstock itself is just to die for. The actual papers are printed onto pearl as well. Of course they are. Obviously, you've got things like your beautiful dies, like what we've got, you know, you've got your edgeable dies that you would expect nothing less of us. We've also got some wonderful frames in here. I mean, just look at her. Just look at her.
Stunning.
And this is going to be a mega show. I personally feel like the whole of the first week is going to be the warm-up act for me, getting ready to come and do this launch. This launch is going to be off the chart. You are going to love it. Look at this. Pearl powders.
That's amazing.
Pearl powders in the background there. Look at even the ribbons. We've even got ribbons in this set. How gorgeous are they? With they're like fairy field ribbons. These just got, that is your pearl powders onto black cardstock, guys.
Okay.
The stamping's just absolutely incredible. And the die sets we've got here are off the chart. I mean, they're just beautiful, okay? I am going to do you a demo. I've got loads of other stuff to show you. I've got loads of samples to show you. I'm going to show you everything in the range. I hope you've got plenty of time because this one's not going to be quick, right? Make no apologies, okay? Favourite paper pad. This is going to become your It's the B track.
Oh, the B track?
That's the B track.
Get
right?
out.
Just to manage expectations, that on pearl is your B track, right? Look. Oh, it's going to be one of them ones where you can't decide A track, B track. Yeah? So you've got basically your A tracks are high gloss printed onto pearl. The B tracks of all of them are the shadow effect. So you've got it working on both, so it's whichever one you're most comfortable with. 2 sheets of each, sorry. There's only 2 sheets of each. Look at that. I mean, come on. When I say the team have worked so hard with me, the special effects in all of these are just absolutely incredible. I mean, look at these.
It's magical, isn't it?
I have no words. I have no words. I'm going to manage your expectations. This is a 24 sheet. When we print onto pearl, we do them as 24 sheet packs, right? Look at this. And then look at the other side of it.
Wow.
I mean, they are just, and she's like, they're like almost like a ghost. You know, they're semi-transparent. They're almost ghost-like in the background there. Sorry, that one was the B track to this one. That one, the B track, is the, okay. Stop it. I mean, just stop it. It looks like the Aurora Borealis.
Yes.
Looks like the Aurora Borealis. The papers are just to die for. I'm just going to tell you now, you are going to fall in love with these papers and you are just going to want to make cards, scrapbook papers, 3D elements. It's going to be the show for this. The demonstrations I have lined up, I'm just going to tell you now, are going to absolutely knock your socks off like you would not believe. Look at the B track on this one.
How is that a B track?
Right. So how is that a B track, right? Exactly. So there is your 12 by 12 paper pad, okay? Not only have we done the 12 by 12 papers, you've also got the 6 by 6 papers. they're just off the chart to die for. They are just absolutely off the chart to die for.
Beautiful.
Also 24 sheet pad, right? Same designs, all sized down this time because that just feels, it's just what feels appropriate for this one, okay? Then we've also done the vellum. So multi-purpose sheet vellum on, oh yes. Honestly, making little tea light holders for this, the translucency on these is absolutely incredible. So you've got all the designs that work really well on vellum, and then you've got them printed onto vellum. So let me just show you the 6 designs, multiple sheets. Is that the next design on there? There it is. I mean, look, it's the colours, it's the intensity of the colours. And then let me just show you one more. Look at that one there. Really gorgeous designs, okay? Then, cardstock wise, it is pearlescent cardstock with this one, right? So not linen card, it had to be pearl card. So you've got the pearl card in the white, in the purple, in your beautiful forest green, your deeper purple shades and your shades of blue, right? But it is that gorgeous pearl card, which is going to die cut a dream, it's just going to be fabulous, right? So that is your cardstock. Then you've got the pearl powders. So your 4 colours of pearl powders are these. So you've seen us with the pearl powders before, where you would stamp with your what's it called?
Watermark.
Watermark, thank you,
Ink
not
pad.
waterproof. Watermark ink pad, and then they will stick to that beautifully well, right? We've also got the illusion film in this one.
Yes.
So you've got 3 rows of your illusion film.
Love that.
So that if you are wanting to do things like you saw on this one here, where you've got that illusion film in the wings, the fairy wings just lend itself
That's
beautifully
incredible.
well, right? Remember I showed you this, and you had those gorgeous ribbons, right? That is your 3 set piece of your ribbons. So we've got 3 of the ribbons in there. You've also got, I've got so much stuff here. There are all your frames so that you can do your gilding if you want type effects onto the frames. You can colour onto them, you could use your pearl powders onto them. So much stuff you can do on the frames. We've then also got, look, there's loads in this collection, right? These are just incredible stamps and stencils, right? So you can do your stamps, your stencils, your masking off with these, and that is so that you can create gorgeous cards like these.
That's immense.
I'm going to be creating all of these cards. Just mark your diaries now to watch this show, right? Now, this is a multi-layer die set, so you can use layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, or layer all of them together, and they're going to make that, okay? So I've got some, you saw the one that we had in the box. Can you see it's there? There's the one that was in the box there. I just think for making pieces of artwork, they are absolutely incredible, right? Then I'm still going, okay?
Massive collection.
We've got on here some gorgeous fairy stamps. Now you want your like blacking pad, you want a black quick drying pad for this one. That is, I mean, they're all beautiful hand-drawn images. This is with all of your pixie powders around the outside on here, right? Your pearl powders. You've got that lovely magical. So we've got the magical die and the rest is stamps. Use that in conjunction with the background pieces with your masks and your bits. How fabulous are they? You've got that beautiful big fairy, which is a stamp and matching die set. And then I'm also going to be teaching you how to do all these lovely backgrounds like this as well. You've got the fairy door, so we can have the little fairy going into a little door. That's
Cute.
how she's going to look there. You've got the beautiful embossing folder. So that is your embossing folder design there. It's like a little fairy world, and that is it made up onto the front of a card. We've got some gorgeous stamps in here. You've got the fairy edgeable. There's that lovely fairy edgeable, and onto the side of a card, she just looks incredible. I mean, look at that. She just looks fabulous. Now, you've got the fairy wings, right? So these can go onto any of the fairies, or they can just be used on their own. So they can either be fairy wings, or they can be butterfly wings. You can use them to cut in, you can attach them however you want. There are your 3 fairy dies. There's only the 3. Them 3 will be perfect, even if you just look at this.
Oh, that's great.
That's just one of the B-track background pieces, right? Then we're also going to use the 3D embossing folder that like gives you into the woods. That is everything in the collection.
Epic.
Give me a breather, and I'm going to demo it all.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised the comments are off the chart here. I mean, Colleen just says, wow, 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 this paper, and then 31 hearts. That was it. 31 heart emojis. So I think we can tell that you love it. Oh, these papers, Sara, says Beth. Ross Lucas, you're right. There are no words. How can anyone cut that paper? It would be impossible, says Heather Whippler. That's why you might want to get multiples with these as well. And Karen Wells Sorrell said this is another thing to add to my list. Oriel says, wow, I have many favourites, but the Fairy Glade collection is my absolute favourite. You've outdone yourselves. Nicole, this is the most beautiful paper pad I've ever seen. Little Lady says, this is a must have. So you're going to probably get it, aren't you, I would imagine. And Lisa Bloker says, I'm in love with the papers. Only one issue, I would not want to use them on anything. They're too pretty. The great thing... That's it. The great thing is you'll be able to buy the collection and then add in more multiples as well. Look out for showstoppers and bonus buys. You guys know the drill. Well, blow me over with a feather, says Jane. Simply stunning. And Sharon Lindell says, my granddaughter has a Fairy Glade bedroom. She's going to lose her mind over this collection. Let's get ready to help you guys lose your minds because we're going to see a little demo now.
So I'm going to start with the edgeable, okay? And the edgeable, now, works like all of our edgeables, okay? So if I take this off here, you just come off ever so... Oh, no, yeah, well, you know, somebody else will clean it out for me later, won't they?
Yeah.
Right, so let me just get the tape off here. So I want to stick this. And I'm going to show you up close and personal with the stamp, right? So can you see the stamp, the die starts cutting here, finishes cutting here. So what I've done is I've just taken my A4 or 8.5 by 11 sheet, folded it over, and if I lie her to the end, I can see it's going to start cutting there, finish cutting here. Now the trick is with all of these, when you put your tape on to hold it in place, you're going to put it down like that, you're going to stick it on the bit that comes off, right? Don't stick your tape to here, stick it to the right-hand side.
Yeah.
And then when we open that out, I'm going to pop that onto my base cutting plate. I'm going to go with my clear magnetic top plate and then go and send that through the Gemini, right? So I'm going to go straight through the Gemini 2, and that is going to cut me, I haven't quite got my plates lined up there, but I think it'll do the job. That is going to cut me the fairy off the end of the design, right? So there we go. I did knock you all the plates. Yeah, that's come out lovely, right? So that when I lift this off now, there we go. I'm just going to cut, can you see, along the edge till we get to the start here, and then that will come away with the die, right? So that's where I've got the tape still on the die. That'll come out there. You can see that's cut out beautifully well. I'm going to give that a tap, right? Because I'm going to send that through again. Might need a little pokey tool here, just to get those last couple of bits out.
I feel like there's going to be lots of people buying multiples of the papers because we've now got people saying they potentially might be using this to paper their walls as well, the papers.
Could be a problem, guys. Could be a problem if that's the case, right? Now watch this. I'm going to cut this again onto this green card. I haven't cleaned all them bits out, but I think I'll have done enough to get the gist, right? So we're going to pop that on there. I'm going to send it through again because what I'm going to do is I'm going to shadow behind here.
Okay.
Now when you're doing your shadowing, you want your dotty tape pen. Now, can you see I'm going to just neaten this off here by cutting off the fold line. That's how you really make those look professional. And there she's going to be like that on the edge, right?
Excellent.
Now, when this comes in here, Ben, I just take this, give a little tap, lift this off. You're going to come off the bottom and the top there. I'm going to shadow this behind like that.
Oh,
so that
yeah. Yeah.
How much better does that? Flat? Shadowed, right? So when you're shadowing, you're just going to come all along with your dotty tape pen.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going right, oh, you just get up there, love, don't need you coming off. Right, I'm going to put loads and loads of dotty tape all down here. Remember, when you're doing this at home, you will not be in the same sort of state of panic and rush that I am, right? There you go, just pop you out of there. And I'm just going to position her down. I'm going to just come and get them in a second. So that, she just goes slightly off, not far off, just ever so slightly off, right? And then if you've missed any little bits like that, well, I spotted one of the one I'd missed. No, maybe it's not, right? That there at the top, look, that's not going to fold because there's too much of it. So I'm going to come in with my scissors and just trim off the top part there. Yep. And then, oh, stop it. How good does that look? Right.
Stop it, you.
And then let's have a little look. I'm going to get you popped down there where you should be. Just rub that bit of glue off. And then that there is going to trim along there. Is that or is that not a brilliant start? I mean, that's fantastic. And look how even better it looks when we're on the close-up like that, right? Yes, that's the start point. Now, that's looking great. Don't need to do an awful lot else to it. Look what I'm going to do. I've got, there's a card.
Yeah,
there's a card just ready to go, Ben. Doesn't need anything else, just looks incredible, right? So I'm going to take this. Now, if you wanted to be really frugal, you could always gut the middle out of your cardstock, but I like to use it as an extra layer because it gives strength and rigidity to the back of this card. Yeah. And if there's anything we want this card looking really professional, right? So I've got that. I've used the 12 by 12 in the background here. I'm going to use the 6 by 6 in the foreground with an A track. That's my dotty tape pen. So I'm going to use the 6 by 6 in the foreground with the A track. Yes. Right. So we've got that variation of subtle on the inside and fabuloso on the front. Okay. That is coming together beautifully, right? Then I've got the Fairy Glade Flying Fantasy Butterfly Wings, right? Yes. Now, let me just give you a bit of a tip with this, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to take these off, but I'm going to use these. This tape's strong as this range. Whew. I'm going to use these and I'm going to hold them together, right? And I'm going to position these in place using, there we go. So I'm going to hold them on that magnetic. So can you see that? So I'm using the magnetic to position them exactly where I want them. Yeah. And then that, I'm going to come on to this here. All right? So what we'll do is we'll use this to cut out those butterfly wings, but the butterfly wings are going to be a butterfly, right? We're not, because you could just use one of these for a fairy if you want. We're not, we're using both of them for a butterfly, all right? So as I lift this up here, you are going to come and lift, there we go. So this is going to lift up here. I'm going to try and leave them in place. You'll see why in just a look at this, right? So if I'm coming in here, I'm going to just trim these off. Yeah. So there is the starter point of my butterfly wings, right? Now they're nice, but they're even better with some of the fantasy
yes,
film, right?
The illusion film.
Now, illusion film, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of illusion film and I'm going to make my own colour, right? So I'm going to mix a bit of the blue with a bit of the, like a aurora-y colour, and I'm going to merge the two of them together. Now,
yeah, it'd be good to get a refresher on this, because I've sort of half forgotten how you sort of activate it, don't you?
Oh, yes. You activate it with heat, right? So I've just realised, Ben, I don't have greaseproof paper. Right, so you are going to activate this with a little bit of heat. So what we're going to do is, can you see, one side's shiny, right, and one side's matte finish. Okay. So what you do is you put the two matte finish pieces together like this, okay? And actually, you need to sit and pick this bit off here. Just talk amongst yourselves while I pick this off and get myself a little bit of greaseproof paper.
Well, whilst you're doing that, I can give you some comments coming through. There's loads of comments. Fairy Glade collection, says Sadessa. I just cannot find the words. You say, love several pieces of the Fairy Glade, says Robbie Hedrick. Just may have to pick up the full collection. And Cindy says, Sara, you continue to come up with the best Sara signature sets.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she does. She does. Love, love, love these sets, you say. The fairies and the entire set. Beth Valone says, I think this is going to be the best birthday celebration ever. I'm telling you, I think this is my 5th, isn't it, that I've been involved in. The lineup is stacked. What we've got lined up for you as far as sort of fun and games is concerned, unbelievable. It's just going to be the best. It is. It is. You say it every year, says Beth, and then boom, you outdo yourself. Michelle Story says, I cannot wait for the launches. Vegas and Fairy Glade. I've just said no more supplies till I use up what I have. Lol, that lasted a week. Right. We're going to prepare the illusion film.
So you've got the two pieces of the matte, the two sides of the matte finish of the illusion film. They go face together, all right? Now, you can just use one sheet if you want, but I like, because I'm making a new colour, you go inside some greaseproof paper and then we're just going to heat activate it, right? So I'm just using the iron on the hottest setting to basically iron this together. But the more heat you apply, the more it, not only does it fuse together, but it also starts to go a little bit more illusion. So that's a little bit of heat, can you see? Right? I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to add some more.
Steam off though, obviously, yes?
Yes. I mean, I don't think I've set this to stick.
No.
What I should do, really, because this is the iron that we've got in here, I've clearly been ironing, someone's been ironing their clothes with it for one of the shows, but ideally you would use an iron with no water in. But as you can see, I have water in my iron. I'm just not pressing the steam, and it's still looking pretty awesome. It is. So there you go. That has created us a new colour and a new style of the illusion film. Yes, that is looking incredible, right? And then all we do is I'm going to take that, I'm going to die cut it. This is why I left those butterfly wings on here, because what I want to do is I want to use the outer dies in exactly the same place, take those inner dies out, pop this on here, die cut, off you go, straight through the Gemini, and we're going to be looking good, right? So that's going to give me the outer die cut of the wings to go behind the inner die cut piece that I've also done. So there's my inner, here is my outer. There you are. Now, a bit of a tip, by the way, if you're ever worried about it cutting through, add an extra sheet of paper in.
Okay.
It's a little bit like when you cut acetate. Now, it's actually cut no problem here, but if you ever have a problem with it, just go and add an extra sheet of paper in, and it just, or put your metal shim in, but it doesn't need the metal shim. And that's just going to give it that extra piece, right? So here we go. Watch, I'm going to go over the edge with the dotty tape pen, right? Really important, we're using the dotty one. When you don't want your tape to show through, that's when you're going to use your dotty over here, right? All the way around there. And then that will just go on top of here. Oh, yes. And it's going to look thebomb.com, right? Yes. Look, this is what we're talking about.
Look at that.
Thebomb.com. And it's that, instead of just being smooth, if I just remind you what it looks like smooth, you can just use it smooth if you want, but it's heat activated. It looks so much better, right?
It's like mottled effect,
so that,
isn't it?
come on, so it's all staticky, right? So if I wanted to just use it behind and as a smooth, that is what it would look like smooth, which is still nice effect. That is the interference. Yeah, we like the interference. Let me just show you the white man. We like that interference, don't you?
It's great.
Like that. It looks like petrol or the Aurora Borealis, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my card in.
And just to say as well, Lisa's just asked, what's the paper that you're using to fuse the two pieces together?
Oh, greaseproof paper.
Right.
Do they have a special word for it in America?
Well, she says, is it parchment paper?
Yes, that's it.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
Parchment, greaseproof, all the same sort of stuff,
Yeah.
right? So let's have a little look. You know I like butterfly wings lifting, right? And then just to finish it off, remember you've got that die set that does the die cut of magical, and then you can stamp the other pieces. I've just stamped out you are something. So here is the stamp of you are something, and then I've got the die cut for the word magical, which I've double die cut and stenciled. You are something magical.
Incredible.
And that there is my fabulous, fabulous fairy glade. It's just one idea, and I've got so many gorgeous ideas to show you on what's going to be my favourite show in all of birthday, so you have to come and tune in and watch it.
Monday the 21st, midday. I hate to panic the situation here, but we've got an hour and 20's worth of content to get into 53 minutes. Just to put that out there to everybody, we're going to have to go like the clappers in this final 53 because...
Some awesome stuff to show you, Ben. I can't compromise it.
We're so far behind time. I can't stretch time, can I? But Sara will go at the clappers. She's Speedy Gonzalez. It's fine. Beautiful butterfly, says Lynn. Jackie says, what an amazing card, Sara. Absolutely beautiful. And do you know what I love? Is the fact that we have turned Monday, normally a miserable day, a Monday. Nobody wants to get up on a Monday. Everyone loves the weekend. Everyone loves Saturday and Sunday. But I've seen so many comments coming through of people going, do you know what? I'm really looking forward to Monday. Laura says, I never thought I'd ever say that I can't wait until Monday, but I'm actually saying it. I cannot wait. I need everything even more now that I've seen it. Jessica Stricker's looking forward to the kickoff on Monday. And Sarah Lee says, I'm super excited for Monday. I I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep the night before because I'm going to be too excited. Sarah, I'll be exactly the same. I know I will be super excited Sunday. Monday's going to be amazing. So when we kick it all off, a 2-week extravaganza. Don't forget as well, if you haven't quite kind of twigged to the fact, we're doing special weekend shows too. So you're going to get your double dose of shows on the Saturday and Sunday of both of the weeks. So it's right across the 14 days. Loads and loads and loads of great shows for you. Lynn says, beautiful, what an amazing card, says Jackie. Jerry says, the illusion film is magic, really adds to all of the creations, doesn't it? And thank you to Charlene, who says, I love the illusion film. Susan Carter says, Sara, your team has outdone themselves. What a lineup. We've still got more to show you. And Heather Whippler says, I am so in big trouble. Keep the comments coming through because remember, the more you comment, the more chances you've got of winning. In around about 50 minutes time, we are going to be bringing you the winner of £150 or $150 to spend with us. It could be you. If you've commented, it could be you. We have had thousands and thousands of comments, but the more you comment, the more chance you've got of winning. And Vicky Lebovitz says, can we skip the weekend and just go straight to Monday? Again, you know what, if we can do many things here. I don't think we've quite managed to manipulate time, but if we could, we would. But it will be here before you know it. It will be here. Just get your rest and recuperation in, ready for Monday, because it is going to be off the chart. And in the meantime, make sure you look through that booklet, download it if you haven't already, and see all of the treats which are coming up. Everything's listed for you, all of the inspiration. And of course, you've got all of the dates of the shows for you as well, so you know exactly what is launching when. I know we're touching on it in this show, but you know, chances are with all the excitement, you may well forget, but it's all listed in the booklet for you. Plus, if you head towards the back of the booklet, you'll see more of the kind of core deals that we've got, all the info on the new launches, but all the deals on the core deals at the back of the booklet as well. And there's lots to look forward to. Obviously the launches, but then all of the other goodies as well. Things which you'll want to pick up on birthdays, things like your glues and maybe more ink pads. You might be in the market for a new machine as well. Let me just tell you, wait until Monday because we've got fantastic deals right across the event on all of our machines. Not just a brilliant deal coming up on the G2, but also huge discounts on our manual machines for you as well. So the Fairy Glade, Monday the 21st. The following day, Chibs is going to be back in town and she is going to be bringing you the brand new Colour Creations powder.
No, I think I'm going to have to pull the rank on this one. I absolutely need to do this. You think you've seen it all. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait. Your socks are about to be blown off in about 3 minutes' time, right? I did have to draw dabs with Chibs. I mean, I did pull rank on most of the big ones, and she's absolutely pulled in on this one, right? This is the Colour Creation powder, okay? There are 8 colours. These are your 8 colours, okay? And when you see how this behaves when it reacts with water, it is something else, okay? Now, I'm just going to get to me, I'm going to show you, right? So, it is a little shaker pot. So, if I take the top off, it's a little shaker pot, right? So, it looks like our pearl powders. However, can you see, it's actually got it's a little bit like bath salts, Ben, right? So, can you see, it's got some big lumpy stuff and some little stuff. Now, I know that looks a little bit boring at the moment, right? However, I want you to see what it looks like when you start and add some water, right? So, if I just drip water and you start and see it react, and the more water I put on, the more it reacts, and the more it reacts, and the more it reacts. I mean, look at that. You've watched that literally in front of your eyes.
Yes.
Okay? And then when you wait for that to dry, oh, that's just one colour. That's just eucalyptus. That is the eucalyptus when it's had time to dry. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
One colour, guys. That is one colour just spritz with water.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, we're going to start and build up. We're going to, so now what I would say is you're either going to blast it with a heat gun. I've obviously over-wet this one because I wanted you to see, right? Or you're going to put that to one side to dry. You've seen the one that I put to one side to dry. Let me just keep tidying up as we go because there's so much to show you with these. This is just me starting before I get onto the demos. Imagine starting to blend 2 colours together, right? So let's have a little look with a blue on here. Is that my blue, purple? Let's get a little bit of pink as well, pink foxglove, right? So if I'm going to go with the blue, I'm going to open this up so I can do the same. So remember, it's like bath salts, right? So just down it goes, like a little bit of bath saltage, right?
Yeah.
It's that bigger particles as well. Now I'm going to come in with the pink foxglove, and I'm going to get some of them pink particles, just dropping it in there. Looks like nothing at the moment, does it not? And then I'm going to come in with the third one, a little bit of purple. Let's get a couple of purple bits down here. Now you get all 8 colours in the set, right? So it's not different colour options, it's just 8 colours in the set and you get all 8 of them. I've used a tiny amount there. Now that looks like nothing at the moment, right? As soon as I start and spritz that colour on, then you start and see the magic
Comes
happen.
to life.
And it just comes, so you can see I'm just kind of going, yes, that is what we're talking about, right? And the more water you add, the more it will blend together, right? I'm over-egging the pudding here just because I'm loving how it looks on camera, right? But you would just leave it at that now, leave that to dry, and it's going to look phenomenal, right? So that is the actual colour creation powder. Let me just quickly wipe this thing up and I'm going to start my actual demos.
The comments already on this are absolutely flying through. Joanne Bosworth says, I love the powders. Jerry Johnson says, how do I explain to the husband that I need all of this new stuff? I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it, really? But you could just literally just go, husband, dear husband, I need all this stuff. Just maybe do that. Maybe don't do that. It's a bit weird. Colour Creations powders, says Karen. This is another must-have. And Whitney O'Toole says, I must have these. That is a banger. These Colour Creation powders, says Marnie Stackhouse. And Beverly Bryant says, such easy mixed media. That's what it is. Easy mixed media, isn't it? But with tremendous effects that you're going to be receiving with these. Again, if you're looking forward to these a week Tuesday, you're going to be seeing these on Crafters TV. Jackie Deschamps says, I want the Colour Creations powder as well as everything that you are showing. Is there anything that you don't want? I don't know. It's going to be a stacked show. Let's get into round 2, though, with these Colour Creations powders. So much fun to be had with these. I know we've got so much to squeeze in. Still to come as well, by the way. We're going to be looking at your floral layering stencils. We've got the Colour Bloom Shimmer ink pads for you as well. All to come in the next 45. Stick with us. It's going to be fast and furious. What are we looking at next, Sara?
Okay, so I'm going to show you, because not only do you get the Colour Creations powder, you also get all of these stencils. So if I just show you really, really quickly, okay? We've got the butterfly stencil. So the idea is that it's not a stencil, sorry, it's a mask. So we mask it. It's the same sort of stuff as stencils, but you mask it and then do your colour creation around it. The leaf, are you ready for this one? Boom!
Wow.
I mean, come on, right? Then you've also got your dandelion heads. How great are they? You've got your daisies on here. Of course, you can paint into these as well. I mean, I just love this. I just think they're incredible.
That's a beautiful card.
Then we've got stamps. So have I lost the stamp? You've got the stamp set. We've got stamps with one stamp set with the trees on, which is this. I mean, look at this. I'm going to show you how to do this in just a second. We've got the sea animals on here as well. It's going to give you that one. We've then also got the beautiful kind of wild, woodland, not woodland, what do you call it?
Foliage.
Yes, thank you, that'll do.
Yeah.
Don't quite the word I was looking for, but close enough.
Wildflowers.
Wildflowers, that was the
there in
word.
the end.
And then also those gorgeous poppies, because you can paint with these as well, right? So those are the extra stamps and masks that we do with it. What I'm going to do, where I put my mask, right, here's the butterfly. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take that butterfly. Now, you do want to hold your butterfly in place. So I'm just going to use a little bit of stick and spray. I'm going to just give it a light little blast on the outside. We're going to pop that down, right? Now, onto this one, I'm going to use a bit of pink. So there's my pink foxglove and purple, right? Actually, I haven't quite got that in the middle. Here we go. Right, pink and purple. So I'm going to go, have a little look. Pink round there, and then I'm going to blend. I love how you could hear a pin drop in the studio right
always
now.
marvelling at the fact with these that they look like small little tubs, but actually they are small, but the amount you need is like minuscule, isn't it? Like you say, what you've put down now, you think, well, that's not going to achieve anything, but then when you activate them,
it's a tiny
it's next
amount,
level.
right? So what I'm going to do for a slightly more controlled one, I'm going to use the little spritzers here, right? Because watch what I'm going to do, Ben. I'm going to just take, first of all, just going to get it activated, right? So that is my blend of activation.
Yeah.
Then I want it nice and wet around the edges so that we get like a more blend. I want you to see both types, right? I'm going to use that. Yeah. There we go. Plenty of water around the edge. So we've got light activation in the middle and we've got plenty of activation around the outside. Okay, now I'm just going to pick up the excess water there.
Yeah.
So that it'll dry a little bit quicker. Remember, it's like your bath salts I told you about?
Yes.
Now I want you to see this one dried live on the shore. It'll only take me a few seconds, but I want you to see using the heat gun, because it really doesn't take long to just activate. Oh, now there's not as much water in the middle, so that is drying straight away. And then I can take my heat activation around the edges here. And I'm just trying to get it dry enough that I could take my butterfly off the middle to show you how it looks. Yeah, I'm probably dry enough to get away with that. I mean, is this stuff or is it not absolutely incredible?
Well, Hannah said such beautiful colours, so many things I can create with the powders. Charlene says at this rate with all the collections, I'll never leave my crafting place. And Lynn says, I love the way these powders look.
Ah, I've gone too fast.
Ah.
Do you want to see the one I did as a practice
Yeah.
before we came there? Oh, I dried that one loads.
Boom.
But you see, if you just dry it loads, because can you see it's still wet around here, you must bone dry it.
Yeah.
You won't be live on the shore, right? Let me just show you that on the close-up. I mean, stop it. Look at that. And
Incredible,
then
isn't
that,
it?
on the front of a card,
Yes.
looks brilliant.
Love
right?
it.
Now, that's the start. I also want to show you with the stamps as well. Give me a
Okay.
second to clean up.
Well, so many comments coming through. Karen says, I love this. I feel a divorce coming on soon. I mean, don't go to those lengths, for goodness sake. Can you imagine? Kids have finger paint, says Linda Malayson. Adults have colour creations powders. Absolutely, they do. You're going to love these. Such beautiful colours, says Hannah Garbutt. And Tina says, the samples for me have sold it. Joanne Bosworth, straight to number 2 on my list, you say. Might be a top 10 thing. Thank you, Sara, she says. And Kimberly says, how do you even choose from all of these new products? I'll just buy them all. I mean, if budget allows, it's probably the best way to go, isn't it? Beverly says, such an easy way to do mixed media. And Jackie Deschamps says, I want the colour creations powder as well as everything that you are showing. Kind of like as we move on to each and every new product, I think you guys are like, well, I need that, I need this, I need the other. So we are going to move on to the next thing you need to look at with these powders. The stamps next.
Yes, I'm going to use the stamps now with them. So I've got my new stamping platform, which is the one with the tacky. If you missed me showing it at the beginning of the show, you need to watch this, right? I'm going to hold that down in place, which means that ain't going to move. We don't need the magnets anymore because that's tacky. Now, in the Nature's Forest set, you'll see you've got 2 trees. So I'm going to use the slightly more naked of the 2 trees.
Yep.
I'm going to pop that down there. And then we can go and just pick this up. And I'm going to use a waterproof ink pad, right? Because these are water-based. So taking the ink to the stamp, and I'm going to ink it up, and I'm actually going to do a double stamp on this because I want it to be really jet blacky. So once I'll give you regular clarity.
Yeah.
If you want it to be really, really dark and deep, you've got to stamp it 2 or even 3 times. So watch the difference it'll make when I come in a second time. Now it's starting to look dark, and you know, I'm going to say, getting a little bit closer on this. I'm even going to go for a 3rd stamp. Brilliant tip, this. A lot of people don't realise if you're using a stamping platform, stamp something 3 times if you want it to be really, really dark. And I do want this to be dark. It's going to look brilliant when I do this, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I might actually re-stamp over the top. So I'm going to put my Colour Creations powder around here. Ideally, what I would do, right, is just protect a little bit of my surface. I don't think it's going to hurt me here. Right, watch this. So I'm going to pop you down like this. I'm just improvising here because I don't want to make a mess. What can you see? I'm just going to protect over.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm doing?
Building yourself a little
Yes.
protective area.
Building myself a little area here. There we go, just to protect around this like that. There we go. 1, 2. You coming down there like that. 3. And then a little bit along the bottom here. 4. Right. So there we go. And I'm just making sure, because I'm going to re-stamp again down here. So this is going to just protect all of that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go round the outside with the blue.
Again, just a little sprinkle in it, the tiniest of sprinkles you need.
Little sprinkles, right? Little sprinkling of the blue. I'm going to have green in my tree. So I'm going right into the middle of the tree. with the green, and I'm putting a little bit more of it on there because I want quite an intensive colour, right? And then, just to make it look like a bit more of an autumn tree, I'm going to take a little bit of the buttercup yellow, just to put some kind of like autumn leaves on this. So can you see, but just some tiny little bits, because you can obviously merge them colours. Now, here we go. Let me check, have I got enough spritzer in? I think I might have, right? So, just light. So there's my, oh, look at that.
That looks brilliant.
So there's my blue activating, and then there's my green activating on the tree, right? And then I'm going to take that, I'm going to blast it off with the heat gun.
That's such a good example, because you never think that you could be actually that accurate with something like this. Do you know what I mean?
But you absolutely
can.
absolutely can. In fact, watch, to speed this along, I'm going to take a little bit of kitchen towel, right? I'm going to take the excess water off, not the excess colour. No. Just the excess. Yes, look at that.
Incredible.
And then I'm going to be able to just blast this off.
I'm going to need a bigger house, says Cindy, for all my CC purchases. Eleanor says, I love that tree. You can use it for your full cards too. And Beverly says, something else I thought I didn't want, but after watching this, yes, I do need it. Tuesday, week Tuesday, this is coming your way, so make sure you're in early. Things are going to fly. I haven't seen anyone sort of go, nah, it's not too bad on any of the products yet. Everyone's been like, I need it, I want it, I'm going to grab it. So you'll need to be in early to pick up these deals before they fly.
Look at this, right? So there's that. Oh, I stuck that over.
I know.
You've got the idea, right? And then just to make it really intensive, where is that ink pad again? So, because I've kept all that in the same place, taking the ink and just re-inking over that to make it nice and black. So going over there like this. Stamp that down. Yes, that is what I was after. And then if you want to go in with like a nice black, here we go. Where's my little bit here? So if I just want to come in, just give that a little bit of grounding around there. Oh, don't you move down here. So it just looks like it's grown out of the ground now. And in true Sara style, I'm going to trim off the bit down here that I forgot to ink. There we go. Nobody knows it ever wasn't meant to be inked.
Yeah.
And that
amazing
is a piece of absolutely beautiful artwork that you've just watched me do. Yeah. In like a couple of, I mean, look at that, right? And then that onto the front of a card. Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm pretty chuffed with that one. I'm not going to lie. I feel like Sheena. I feel like Sheena.
It was like having Sheena in the studio.
Just have another look up close.
Yeah, yeah.
You've got to look again. How good's that? How good am I? I look like an artist. Yes!
You are, absolutely. It's going to fly, isn't it? The colour creations palette is going to absolutely fly. We are talking about flying. We are going to have to fly. We've got half an hour left, 5 products to squeeze in, so we're going to go at the rate of knots here. Rose says, powders, big tick. Yes, please, need them. You convinced me with the demo, says Mary. I will add this to my must-purchase list. Stunning, says Stephanie. And Lorraine says, this has been an amazing introduction to the birthday celebrations. Well done, Sara and team. Everything's amazing. It's going to be impossible to choose what I can actually get, as I need it all. I love that tree, says Eleanor. You can use it for your fall cards too. And Ben, yes, Amelie, the booklet is on fleek. Isn't it on fleek? It's on fire. Leanne and the team ate the crumbs on this birthday. They did. They ate and left no crumbs. Launch, we want it all, says Amelie. It is absolutely, Amelie, skibbity Riz. It is. The Riz is on fire. Is what I'm telling you here. Just unbelievable. Legends, a lot of them. If you haven't yet got the booklet, download it. Details are there wherever you're watching us right now. It's right across the socials for you too, so you can grab it and peruse it over the course of the weekend, just to kind of help you, because I know everyone's really excited. So that's the best we can do across the weekend, is say, get the booklet, have a good look through it, and mark off all the things that you want. It's an 86-page booklet. With everything that you need and more. Keep the comments coming through too as we head into the last half hour. You've still got the opportunity to win. If you haven't commented yet, please make sure you do, because it could be your comment that wins you £150 or dollars to spend with us here at Crafters Companion. All you have to do is say hello, let us know what you're shopping for, let us know what you're excited about. It's as easy as that. And one person will be picked, I reckon, in about the next 25 minutes, something like that. So comment right now if you haven't yet done so. Right, still loads to get through. In the final half hour, we've got floral layering stencils coming up. We've got stained glass windows, nesting dies, colour bloom ink pads coming your way too. But launching on Wednesday the 23rd with Craig and D-Rob are some brand new 3D embossing folder stamps and dies.
Yes, so these are brilliant because you get the embossing folder, which is a 3D embossing folder, and you get a stamp and you get a die all in the packet. So can you see on this one here? 3D embossing folder, stamp, die, all in together. So I just want to show you all the designs that we've got, okay?
Ooh.
Now, this is your gorgeous Christmas background. So you've got the beautiful poinsettias, you've got your beautiful big poinsettia and your season's greetings, which is a really, really detailed stamp. So can you see? We've never, ever, ever done something quite this detailed. And that is your individual die, and then that beautiful background is incredible. So it's your poinsettia. Then you've got your snowflakes. And again, those snowflakes, it's just lovely to have the background, which is wonderful, but then also the actual die cut is really brilliant on its own. So we've got 2 Christmas ones, then you've got 2 everyday ones, and the everyday ones, butterflies always do so well. And of course, these will work multi-directional, all of them. So there is your gorgeous butterfly, do multiple butterflies on the background. And then you've also got this set here, which is the gorgeous florals. That's your lovely daisy. This, by the way, is beautiful for paper piecing, if you ever wanted to piece some of your papers back in. Those are the gorgeous samples. Just to give you a few ideas, there are so many gorgeous ideas you can do.
That's really pretty.
You've seen us die cut a million times. You've seen us emboss loads of times. These are absolutely gorgeous. And they're going to be coming up on the Wednesday, did you just say?
Wednesday, yes, the 23rd.
Wednesday, the 23rd, with our Craig and Debbie. And I think they're going to be fighting over who gets to demo these, aren't they?
I think they are, aren't they?
So that's your 3D embossing folder, stamps and dies all in one set.
It's going to be an amazing day, that as well, because that's the day later on in the day that we've got a special craft wars for you as well. Craig versus Debbie. Can you believe that? I know we've done the shows before where I've gone up against the guys. Not really been much of a war, is it, to be honest with you? But Craig versus Debbie on that same day. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. Les55 joins us saying, I already have a double room for crafting. I might have to have an overspill room too. Yeah, the double room might have to become like a treble room or something. Or maybe just like, you know, change your house into a whole crafting room. Mimi George says, I love all the new products. 3D embossing folders and dies and stamps are a must-have. Yeah, now is the time to holler up as well. Let us know, what's your number one? What are you looking forward to the most? If you can narrow it down, or maybe give me your top 3. Let's make it a bit easier for you. Your top 3 products then. Let me know in the comments and we'll kind of get a bit of a gauge as to which days we need to brace ourselves for more. But you know, right across the 2 weeks, it's going to be super busy. We're on 14 days as well. We're taking no breaks at the weekend. So you've got live shows across both of the weekends. And like I say, all the details for the events are in the booklet for you. 86 pages of everything that you need to know and more. Now, next up, we're going to have a quick look at something again which you're going to absolutely love. If you've loved our previous Colour Bloom ink pads, these are going to be right up your street. Thursday the 24th, that is also going to be a big day as well, because not only are we launching these, but we've got a massive cartload show on that day. I won't say too much more about that.
Someone very special. You know it's a special cartload when it's called a Sara cartload. So yeah, that's a really big day.
Yeah, and before that, on that day, we're launching these brand new Colour Bloom ink pads.
Oh yeah, it's just deciding what to show you. Now, you know I love our colour blooms, right? There is so much you can do. Now, colour bloom ink pads, can you see, is where you've got one dye-based ink pad, and then you've got another pigment-based ink pad, which comes in the same ink pad, in the same pad, but then they bloom when you add water.
Yes.
The second colour blooms out of the first colour, right? Now, I think if you're all thinking, we know, Sarah, we've seen you do colour blooming pads. Well, guess what we've done? We've added shimmer to our colour bloom ink pads. So, for example, if I just show you here, now it's really hard for the camera to catch it. Go and see if we can get in nice and close here. And I think if you're getting close in this top corner, what you'll see is, so the dye-based ink pad in this one here is the mauve.
Yeah.
Can you see that shimmer in it?
Oh, yeah, you can.
So you've got the actual mica powder blended into there, and then you've got the bloom, the halo of that colour is a completely different shade. So you've got the purple, and the different shade is the pink, right? That's the really clever stuff about it. And that one here is your Arctic flower. Now, recommend store these upside down so that we keep the shimmer at the top when we're going to ink them up, right? So if I just show you, it's probably easiest to start and show you this on a piece of cardstock. Come on, cardstock, come up here, right? So if I just put down the colour, right? You can kind of see it a little bit there, right? So it looks like it's just one base colour. But what you need to do is you need to take the colour, you need to dry it.
That's
because what we do is always dry it. Because what you're doing is you are drying the dye-based ink, and then when we add the pigment, when we add the water, the pigment reacts, okay?
Yeah.
So nice and dry, get it all nice and dry. While it's dry here, it's really nice. I can show you to the close-up camera, the shimmer. You can see a little bit there, but you can, can you see that? And you can start to see the colour bloom. Oh, you can see it the way the light's shown there.
Oh yeah, it's coming through now.
You can start and see it's going to show in a separate colour.
Yeah.
Now, I only have dirty water. Oops. I'm hoping this will still work with dirty water, right, in mind. So as we add the water around the outside, right, the colour will bloom from one into the next,
So
right?
clever.
So now my water's purple, so you're getting more of a purple bloom in here, right? What you can do though is I'm going to put plenty of water on, so that you can see this react and change colour. So now under here, under the water, you've only got the blue, and the pink is coming out in the bloom, right? You will see it a bit more if I try and spritz it. Yeah, can you see that when I'm spritzing it? Now you can see it's the pink coming out when it's clean water. Funny that, right? The best way to show it a lot of the time is on the glass mat, right? So you see, if I just put this down and I come in and I spritz it, I water activate it, right? Soon as you water activate it, what you'll find is it'll start to split. And as it's splitting, you will start and see the different colours coming into effect.
It's like a halo effect appearing around the outside, isn't it?
Halo is the best way to describe it, actually.
Yeah.
And you can see the longer we leave it, the more it'll start, the water will start to react. Now, if you have a little look from the close-up here, you can, you can see that all there, the different ink. So it's one colour of dye-based ink and a completely different colour of pigment-based ink. So what I'm going to do is, right up here, it's there you can see it right up here, can't you? Right? Now, if I want to pick a bit of this up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a bit of watering down onto this side. I'm going to leave that up there so that you can start and see it more and more. All right? So I'm going to pop that down there like this, because I'm going to bloom this out. So this is before we've done the blooming, right? So I'm going to just do this on the top the two kind of corners of my paper as it was, right? And the trick with all of this is you're going to keep drying in between, right? So let's just have some water on here so I can just, gives it more flexibility to bloom around the edge. So I'm putting a nice base in place and I'm going to bloom you around the edge, right? So plenty on here, bloom it around the edge. And then I'm just going to dry that. Oh, look at this splittage here. Now you're really starting to see it. And bear in mind, you won't really see the shimmer until you get this, oh, look at that. When it's dry,
you see the colour coming through now.
Completely different colour change when it's dry, right? And remember, you can layer these up as much as you want. Now, that looked purple before I started to dry that. This is now looking pink, and it might look a little bit more pink if I even show it to the overhead camera. And bear in mind, this is a water-based, so, oh, careful not to get that in there, Sarah. And I really could do with some clean water, but I didn't think to ask for any, right? So let's be, oh, look at how this is reacting with the water when I'm adding more water onto it. Look at that. You see how that's split? Soon as you add more water, Ben, you're going to get a completely different effect, right? So there's our first colour, and I'm going to dry that off. And I'm going to start and add next, I mean, look at this. As soon as you add that water,
got
look
that
at that totally different shade. So there's my first colour. And then let's come in and add this on. I might use an egg for a change. All right. Look at this now. Right, are we now appreciating?
You've got the proper split there now, haven't you, with the colours?
Now look, and when I'm bringing this on, look, it looks like a completely different shade there now, doesn't it? So let's have a little bit of this, right? Let's blend you right out. And look, it looks purple on here, and it looks blue down there.
Yeah.
And that is just because of all of the different types of ink in here. And then if I spritz this onto here, you'll start and see a complete, oh, I didn't dry it. Oh, my life. You'd think I would have it just by now, right? And then as you dry it, you'll start and see the colours just merge into one another and look completely different. I mean, look at the bloom on that now. Right? Absolutely incredible. Now, I am very conscious of the fact that we are quickly and spectacularly running out of time. Right?
20 minutes left.
Okay, right, but
Sara's living her best life over there at the
look at the bloom
I
in
know.
here, right? Can we appreciate that all of these have drifted from one colour to a complete... So the purple's moved here, the pink, but then up here, you've got all of this shimmer. So you've got the shimmer pooling there, absolutely in full. If I just move this off, I might be able to give this a little bit of a move around. Does it show? No, I was thinking maybe it's the overhead, but it doesn't, does it not? Don't you go flying. So you can see there, though, how that colour is splitting, but the shimmer is still showing through.
Even better on the close, I think. The shot before you can see it better.
Here,
yeah.
I wanted you to see, if you haven't made a big mess, right? You can see there how you've still got that shimmer really intensively, yeah? But if you have a little look on the close-up, right? You can see how intensive the shimmer is. This, completely different colour. So this is your purple blooming round here. This is your blue on the inside, okay? So that is how the colours are going to bloom. I'm just going to move this out the way so that I can finish showing you. You wait there, right? That's not all that's in the collection, right? No. I wanted you to see the blooming first. These are all of the shades in the bloom, right? So you can see, and once we added water on, you can see what the other colour that it blooms into is, right? So it gives you a completely different shade in the bloom. Now, as well as the 6 colour bloom with shimmer, I want you to see that we've done a whole array of other products.
Beautiful.
So we've done beautiful embossing folders because you are going to be doing gorgeous shimmering bases for them, blooming the different colours out. You've got that, look at that butterfly there. And then once we've spritzed it, it's bloomed into a separate colour.
It has, yeah.
I mean, that is just, love
immense.
That. And then, the waves. And can you see again, it's like 2 different shades, one blooms out of the other. Or this embossing folder, this sample's done lovely because we've blended one into the next one and then bloomed the 2 of them. Or there's this one here, and then this embossing folder. So there's 4 embossing folders in the collection, and there are 6 of your ink pads in the collection, and they are all just fabulous.
The date for that, Thursday, 24th of October. 3 more things to show you before we go. Last chance to comment, I would say. As far as top 3s are concerned, Colleen says the letterpress, the marble paper, and then the crystal collection. Stephanie says fairy glade, sparkle paint, colour powder. Can I stick to this list? Probably not. Michael says I won't be able to sleep till the big day on Monday. Letterpress, glitter paints and fairy glade are calling me very loudly, and the marble papers are shouting too. Lynn Harvey, lovely Lynn, says the marble paper pads are my #1. I really don't want to. I really want to get them, and just hope I don't miss out on getting them. I love all these top 3s coming through. Thank you everybody so much. There's lots of excitement, and nice to see lots of different things coming through as well. Hadassah, letterpress 1, fairy glade 2, glitter paint 3. And Lynn, as I say, the marble paper pads are your #1. Robbie says stamping platform, marble papers, fairy glade and many others. And Julie says, my husband's asked me for a list for what I want for Christmas. He's going to regret that, you say. Just send him the booklet is probably the best thing, or just send him this show and say, look at this show. I'll have it all, please, hubby dear. Shaz says, Ben, you've made it harder to choose just 3, so I'll just say everything. And Pat says, this has been an amazing launch review show. Your CTV crew has been outstanding. Sara had kept us mesmerised as always. Ben has been so ecstatic over all the products and has kept our attention. Thank you, Jan, for getting the questions across to Ben. I want to wish everyone a fantastic weekend. The time has flown. And OMG, says Laurie Barnett, these new Colour Bloom ink pads, come to mama. Ruth says, love the moon and stars folders. It's all in that Colour Bloom ink pads bundle, which is launching, as I say, on the 24th, which is the second Thursday. Right, let's have a look at the next launch. Friday the 25th at midday UK time, 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific. These are going to be launching with the Fish and Crave. We're going to look at the floral layering stencils in just a second. I have a feeling if you've not yet compiled your top 3, these will be sneaking in there. And still to come, we've got the stained glass windows, which I'll show you very briefly, and also a wonderful set of nesting dies. So those are the final 3 items to come. And as I say, we'll announce the winner of our £150 or dollars to spend with you in just a few moments' time. Bubble and Sweet is saying each and every time on the show has been top of the tree, each item. So much choice, yet no choice at all, you say. Everything goes into my basket. And Jessica Stricker says, just when I think you've outdone yourselves on new and innovative product, you step up your products again. Thank you. Crafting is my therapy. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at the next launch coming your way on Friday the 25th at midday. It is the floral layering stencils. Let's have a look at these with Sara.
Yes. The floral layering stencils. Now, each pack of your floral layering stencils has 5 stencils, 5 quick dry ink pads, and a stamp. So can you see with this beautiful one, this is your anemone.
Yep.
You've got 5 shades of purple getting deeper as we go on. You've got the beautiful anemone as a 5-part stencil. So can you see layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, and you have all of those stencils on there, okay? And I'm going to show you how they work. Now, there is the set, which is the anemone. Let me just show you. This is it here. So this is your anemone. This is your 5 layers of your stencil layered on top of each other. There's actually a 5th one. There is the 5th one there, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your 5th one on there. And then that makes that beautiful type of card. Now, each one of these, you get the 5 colours of purple. We do have an extra set of the 3 colours of the green as well, right? So that's anemone. Then you have the rose. So there is your beautiful base rose. You're then going to add your 5th layer on, makes this. That is going to make those beautiful cards. Then the last one is the peony. So there is your base peony. The peony comes with the pinks. So when you layer up all those pinks, that is the finished result that you get. And then there is your gorgeous peony card. Now the 3 shades of your green as well, they're all quick drying pads, are these ones here. Now I need to teach you how these work, but also, you know, we talked about the stamping platform. The stamping platform comes with this. This is your add-on that you're going to use. So you take the top of your stamping platform. I'm going to pop this down here, right? That then sticks to the base.
Oh, clever.
Which now means when we take our cardstock, pop our cardstock down, our stencils are going to lie on top and they're going to clip into place. So can you see I'd put number 1 down. Now it's not just for your stamps, it's also for your stencils. Yeah. Okay? Now I'm going to start off, so let's have a little look for our stamps on this one, so your inks. We've got geranium. We've got scarlet, so we've got scarlet geranium, we've got ruby, we've got mulberry, and we also have cherry. So there's your going from lighter to darker. And then in the greens, you have your sage, you've got olive, and you've got moss, and I can just see them going from lighter to darker. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, for application purposes, I'm going to use one of the finger daubers. So you start off with the scarlet, and I'm going to come around the outside. Now, what I love about your quick dry dyeing pads is that they are going to instantly take to the paper, right? Which means you're going to keep one of these sets just for your quick dry dyes, right? Because what you don't want to do is be mixing this with your pigments and then getting pigment ink onto your quick dry dyes, okay? So I'm just layering that up. Now I can see that layer 2 on my stencil, if I just show you this one here, layer 2 adds a lot more detail in. So I'm not going to waste a load of ink and go right into the middle. I'm going to just start with a little bit less and put plenty around the outside, and I'm going to start and build all of that up. All will be revealed in just a second, right? So there's layer 1. And then I'm going to lift off. Oh, it's so sticky, this background, right?
Lots of people are saying that the layering stencils are genius, but also this addition to the new stamping platform for your stencils is genius as well.
Absolutely brilliant. I think
Yeah.
you guys are going to love the platform. This is just a Brucey bonus
Yeah.
that comes with it, right? So there is my number 2.
Yep.
Is my geranium. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to have kept to one of these for geranium, and I'm going to build up layer 2. Oh, damn, I needed some scarlet behind there. Let me just talk amongst yourselves, guys. Let me just put some scarlet.
Mimi's just saying that she sold a new stamping platform. I think after seeing this, is probably the thing. And Game Changer says, Faye, I've never been able to line up my layering stencils, but this is now going to be jumping onto my list. This is a multifunctional stamping platform and great for using with your stencils, as you can see.
Look at that, right. So I've made sure where we've got our second layer of stencil down. There's my scarlet. That was that one. Right, geranium. It's amazing what you can do, you know, when you've got the pressure of live TV.
That's it, and you're running out of time.
Don't you make me feel worse, right?
You're fine. You've got 10 minutes.
Right, there we go. So I'm going to put plenty around this now. Right, you continue to talk amongst yourselves because I can't talk and craft like this. I'm on one now, Ben.
Okay, well, yes, as you go through swiftly, I can just continue commenting. These are so convenient, says Darlene, the fact that they come with the ink as well. Yes, please, says Shaz, another added to my list. Bubble and Squeak says the layering stencils are so essential. These are going to be great for you as well if you are fairly new to crafting, because what you'll be able to see, once you've popped all the layers on here, is a really beautiful finished project, but it's really easy to achieve, and like Darlene says, so convenient. You get the stencils and the inks, and of course if you're picking up the new stamping platform, you've got that ease of application as well. Layering stencils are so essential, says Bubble and Squeak, and Wendy says I'm in love with this new stamping platform. There is lots to love as far as the stamping platform is concerned. I can't remember what day we said that's launching. Check your booklet, it's all in there. My brain is fried after tonight, honestly. Okay.
Starting to look good.
Yeah.
Right, number 3 is when we start to introduce some bits of green as well.
Okay.
Right? So there is my second colour. So my third colour is the cherry. So I'm going to do the cherry first, and you can start and see just how those different colours are building up. And if you notice, I'm using a lot more round the edges of these.
And from what you're saying as well, if you haven't got a set of the finger daubers, these are going to be your best friend with these, are they? Or can you use others?
They just make your life easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I had a bit of experiment beforehand, and I tried going straight in with the ink pads like this, right? And whilst you can do it,
you can't be as accurate.
You can get into a lot more detail like this by using your finger daubers. And also, I like the graduation of colour. So I like to have it like blended and looking three-dimensional. So your finger dauber gives you the opportunity to build up the kind of layers of ink like this, making it look truly three-dimensional. All right, so I would highly recommend finger daubers are going to make that, just enable you to get right into the detail and build that up.
So that's layer 3, yeah?
So that's layer number 3. And then I'm going to come in with my sage on number 3 as well, and just go, again, bringing it from the outside like this. And we're going to just layer up layer number 3. There we go.
My hubby needs to build a new house for my crafty stash, says Mimi George. Beverly says the colours of the inks are beautiful. I have a winner's name as well. As we come towards the end of the show, if you've commented, don't go anywhere, because I could be announcing your name in the next 5 minutes. If I do, you've just won £150 to spend with us. Oof.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Looking good. It's starting to come together. Right, layer 4. Layer 4, I'm going in with the ruby. Trust me, it's really come together as we get into the last couple of stages. Right.
Well, just as you're doing this as well, the best way to clean stencils, Susan Carter's asking, is it just the usual thing of hot water? Or?
Honestly, I would just have yourself a bowl of hot water, hot soapy water, and just go and pop them into that hot soapy water, and it would just, you can drop them straight in and it just cleans off easily. You can, if you want, just use like a wipe. If you want to go quite quick, but then you're just wasting a lot of wipes. So what we have is lovely Jake on hand, just to take them straight to the bowl of water that's off to the side of the studio, and he cleans them all up for me while I move on to the next demonstration. Yeah.
So get yourself a Jake. I think page 87 in the
story.
booklet.
Yes, page 87.
There's only 86 pages.
Right. I wondered where I was thinking, oh, that's interesting. Is he on page 87? Right, look at this. So what I'm doing is I'm going round the outside. This is clever. This it's when you get to these parts of the stencils that they really make all the difference, right? So you'll see this. I'm building up that depth, coming in. I'm just following the kind of pattern of the stencil as it was. All right, so I'm coming into there. Wait till you see this one, ready? See how it's looking around the outside?
Oh, so good.
Really starting to build and look impressive. I can pop on layer 5 onto here as well, and come on here with the moss. And then on this, moss is my last colour here.
It's so impressive, and I'll say this again, if you're new and you're wanting to get into craft, you know, simply and easily, stencils are a great way to do that. And these are going to make you look, aren't they, Sarah, like an absolute pro straight off the bat.
Do you know, these are the sort of ones whereby if someone doesn't know how, if you're not a crafter and you don't know how someone's done this, it's just the like, wow, how on earth do you get that effect? And, you know, I was like, yeah, no, well, just, you know, it's for me to know and you to find out. So you don't have to share all of your secrets with everybody. Sometimes a little bit of a surprise like this can make all the difference. Right? So here we go on to this like this. Right. There we go.
Brilliant.
Right. Ready for the big reveal?
Here we go.
Right. So we've got all 5 layers. Take that off now. And every one of those 5 layers was absolutely perfectly in place because we used the positioner, which once you've finished, look how sticky that is, right? The positioner just comes off. Let's have a little look. I might need to bend you a little bit. Oh, it's so sticky. Right, there we go. Positioner's off. That goes back down. Look at that there. And then the actual finished sample, that's it there that what you've just watched me do.
Amazing.
There's the one that I've just laid up onto the front.
Love it.
Look at that.
The Floral Layer Essentials coming your way Friday the 25th at midday. I'm going to have to really quickly show you these. I'm not going to have time to go through them all. The stained glass effect circles, which are coming your way on the second Saturday, the 26th. I will show you those quickly and then announce our winner as we get into the final product on the show. But you're going to get 2 packs of these. You've got your 36 stained glass window effect squares. Really, really super quickly, just as Sara gets the final product out, you can see some of these fantastic designs. I haven't got time to show you all, unfortunately, but you'll see them in full detail on the 26th, and you'll be able to see them in your booklet as well. But these are incredible, right? And you're getting all these fantastic nature motifs in square, and then you've got, there's plenty more than that, by the way, the same in your circles too. There's your circles, and again, just a few of the different designs that you are going to be getting. You've got the owl, you've got the star in there, the star and moon, and then your bumblebee too. All launching a week on Saturday. The winner, very, very quickly, and we'll show the final product with Sara, of the 150 to spend with us, is Val the Craft Gal. Well done, Val the Gal.
Val Craft Gal, well done, Val.
CTV prices at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Val, make sure you message us and we will get that sent out to you. And the final item, we finally got there. We've literally got 2 minutes. Anyone want some nesting dies?
I am so sorry that I ran out of time to show you these, but basically there is a gorgeous set of nesting dies, right? There's multiple different sizes and shapes of nesting dies. You've got and these are very close together nesting dies, so you know what nesting dies look like. You know what you're going to be using your nesting dies for, okay? But you've got your ovals, you've got your hexagons in here, you've got the circles, which are going to give you this sort of effect. You've got the squares, which is going to do this for you. You've got your octagon, which is going to do this for you. And you've got your rectangle, which is going to do this. Now, the reason these are launching at the same time is because they perfectly fit your stained glass windows.
Nice.
So you can do the die cut and add the stained glass in. So all of your squares and your circles lend themselves perfectly to working alongside. I mean, look at these. This is acetate.
That's incredible.
These are onto acetate, which means if you do want to do things like shaker cards, you can do that. I mean, I think the acetate just looks absolutely incredible.
It really does.
You can use these in window lids on boxes. I just think they are incredible. And as Ben showed you, they kind of come in a little pack like this. So you've got loads and loads and loads of them. Now, it looks frosted there. That's because we haven't peeled the back off. Right? So remember, you've got the back that you're going to peel off, and then you can see them. Look at them when they're on the white background. Don't the colours just look really intensive? So gorgeous designs. You get a pack. They go 36 in the pack. but there are all of these different designs, 12 designs, you're getting 3 of each one, so 36 in total, and the nesting dies perfectly match with all of the stained glass windows as well. I'm sorry I ran out of time to be able to do a full demonstration, but I think you'll understand. From seeing that, I think you've got a good gist of what that is going to be, and it was worth it to spend some time demoing some of the other things that you wouldn't have known what they were, isn't it?
Absolutely. Jane Adams in Las Vegas, funnily enough, says this has been a fabulous show. My mind is completely blown. Very well done, Crafter's Companion, says Cindy. Happy birthday. Cindy also says, I want the stained glass windows, gorgeous. I mean, I can't say any more, but what a fabulous show and what a fabulous response. And we've got to do it all starting Monday.
Do you know what? I can't believe we got through that in 3 hours. I mean, usually when we do a big HSM preview, we do 3 hours, but bear in mind, this is our biggest month of the year by a country mile, and that is the whole launch for 2 weeks. Now, it's Ben and I kicking off the launch first thing Monday. We are with you every day live in the studio, twice a day for 14 days. We're here all weekend, every day. I mean, we're here most of the days.
Yeah, most of the
Leanne's
days.
in, Debbie's in, Craig's in, everybody's in. Sheena's going to be in. Yeah, but you've seen all the products now. Get that booklet downloaded. Everything you need to know is in the booklet, and we'll see you on Monday.
We certainly will. It's going to be awesome. Have a great weekend. Make sure you're there. It's going to be off the chart. Until then, bye for now.